As we start off today, let me know, folks, if you see any weird flickering happening on the stream, because on my monitor, I keep seeing the parts of the screen flicker black for like a split second, but then it's fine. So I don't know if that's transferring over to the live stream. But anyway, welcome back, Hyrule Warriors. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. Hello to Anime and Josiah Hansen. I just saw another one. I don't see it on my playback. So, presumably... no, I just saw it. You folks seeing the black flickering too? Or was that just on my side? I don't like this. My computer may be dying. But, just let me know. If we see it, I'll have to restart the computer. Based on how long it takes, it could be about 15 minutes of downtime. But, for the meantime, let's, okay, so Anime says you don't see any flickering. That's good. Hopefully it is just on my end then. Today, our mission is going to be more Korok hunting. But I'm going to change things up. Like I changed the thumbnail. This late into the live stream series, I finally decided, let's do a different thumbnail. What we've been doing, as you know, been running ourselves from south to north, trying to like make sure we check out everything here. What I'm gonna do though is focus on the Death Mountain area next, because there's a couple of places that I haven't felt super confident in where I've checked things out. Just one sec. I'm still seeing a lot of flickers. Your phone was in your pocket so you couldn't tell me. I'm watching my own playback here. I'm seeing flickering. I don't like this. I am going to restart. I'll keep the stream going. It'll get 10 to 15 minutes, but basically, just give you a heads up right now, the plan is going to be kind of gridding out the Death Mountain area and focusing all of our efforts there, because Death Mountain, Zora's Domain, and probably the Hebra snowfields and stuff, those are places I haven't felt confident in giving them a thorough look through. Now, in my normal mode, I'm actually already gridding out Zora's Domain, so I'm working on that off screen. We're going to check Death Mountain today. Also, in between here and there, we're going to go talk to Buggett and see if he has any more of those energetic rhino beetles. But for the moment, I am going to disappear for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'll probably... no, I can't keep up with you in the chat because the computer's restarting. So, anyway, stay tuned, and I'll be back as soon. I think we're okay. I hope we're okay. I don't see any more flickering on my end, but again, let me know, folks, if you do happen to see any weird visual or even audio problems. Yes, if you see any audio problems, let me know, because that's a serious problem. Okay, so, excuse me. Starting off again, my plan today is to kind of focus all my efforts here in the Death Mountain region, because this is a place that I'm not fully sure that I've given the best attention to, let's say. As far as I know, there are no Koroks, up in the volcano itself, so we don't need to really research that. Right now, Anime says you're running on a treadmill while watching this. I mean, that's good stuff. Get your exercise while watching me fumble on my technologies. That's decent, I suppose. Sorry, I'm just distracted. I'm going to start down around here. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and let us head over. We're going to head all the way up to the north here. So what I should actually do is maybe throw some stamps out along the way to keep me on the straight and narrow, if possible. So I'm basically going to do like a perimeter, like a square, or technically probably a rectangle around Death Mountain. And then I will finish off by going grid by grid inside. Might not get it all done today, but we'll do what we can. Now, this is going to require, first of all, before I forget like I did last time for a brief little moment, the Korok mask. We are going to want to also equip our Flame Breaker gear. So sadly, the Suit of the Wild has to go away. And let's equip non-wooden items, because we don't want to burn nothing while we're in there. I believe Golden Bow should be good. And let's go ahead and equip one of our many Royal Shields. Okay, so that's going to be our first step, and every time I complete one of these lines, although technically it's not as far as we've done in the last stream, I'm still going to go back, check with Mr. Bugget, see if he sells me a bug, and see if I can get the last few Stealthfin Trout that we need, and then we should be good to go for the next batch of mapping out Death Mountain. And if we're super lucky, we might be able to find the missing Korok within the first couple trails, basically. I have such an itchy back today. I don't know what's going on, but it's itchy. I need some sort of a back scratcher. They can't be all that expensive. Just buy, like, excuse me, get like one of those wooden ladles from a cooking shop, and that should do, right? Scratch, scratch, scratch. That'd be fine. Also, hello, Unknown Spike. I saw you pop in earlier there. Greetings and welcome to the stream as well. Alright, let us get on with our hopefully not fruitless hunt for the last Korok of the game. There's not much more to mention since last time. Although, as I said, so during the brief little reset that we had to do there, you may have missed it, but I said I'm checking there's 3 main areas, I guess, that I don't feel super assured of my hunting prowess as far as the Korok seeds go. One is Death Mountain, another is Zora's Domain, and the other one would be the Hebra Mountains, the big snowy place. And I'm not too confident there simply because there's so many parts that like overhang other parts. So you have to check like the above and below. There could be like hidden caves to find and such like that. So like I said, I'm not super confident that I've found every possible spot there could be a Korok in any of those places. In normal mode, off screen, I started last night. I'm going through Zora's Domain the best that I can. You know what? Until we need the Firebreaker stuff, or Flamebreaker, let's keep our climbing gear equipped. It'll help us speed through this. So, again, I'm thinking we may not find the Korok doing any of this hunting, but it's, for me right now, it's like our best bet. This does kind of go in with, like, I think Mick Bronze, and maybe some other people had said, you know, try focusing on the towns and this and that. Now, I'm fairly confident that the towns have been searched thoroughly. Can I place my travel medallion here? Yes, I can. So I'll just loop back to here eventually. Yeah, so I'm pretty confident that the towns have been searched thoroughly. But at this point, anything is possible. I could have missed a Korok anywheres. But what I'm doing basically is continuing to search all of Hyrule, but we're just going to do it in certain pieces, let's say. Now also, I just realized this can help me out, because I do need to get more Stealthfin Trout, and some of the Forest Octoroks here may provide. And of course, the Yigas are going to be punks too. Check every big tree as we come to it, just in case they happen to find their way up top and I'm too low to the ground to be able to track them. Now, where's this Octorok? I hear you. I see you. Give me 3 Stealthfin Trout. Make this worth it. Let's see what we get. Okay, 3 fish? At least 1. Or 0 could be another number we go for as well. Thank you. Am I in straight line with this? Pretty close. Try to make sure it's lined up with the compass point of north to go as straight as we can. So this shouldn't take us close enough to the Lost Woods that will make us just disappear and fade out into oblivion. But who knows? So how's everybody's day going today? I'm feeling a little icky in the belly right now. And if you check my Twitter, you may know why. I don't know for sure if this is it, but let's just say always drink your milk when you can, and don't forget to refrigerate it when you can't. I was about to say long story, but it's really not. It's pretty simple. But I'm not lactose intolerant, but maybe if the milk's been left out for a while, maybe I am. But I'm almost out of milk as it is. I can't just let it go. I gotta drink what I got. Bear in mind, or bear with me as I stay somewhat silent here and there. I don't want to talk over the sound of the mask jiggling. Even though the odds are slim, we're gonna... I don't want to say that. I don't want to sound like negative Nettie over here. I was about to say the chances are slim we're actually going to find this Korok. The chances are great, because I am dedicated enough to see this through. Just depends on if the game programmers are kind enough to have put it somewhere that it can be found without too much trouble. Have we gone up there? We haven't gone up top here yet. At least not in this mode. Normal mode I probably have, but... Let's listen for the sound. I hear nothing yet. How many... Let's say, how many hours do you think it'll take for us to find this one on stream? I'm going to go for probably, let's say, about 4, maybe 5 hours today. I did get off to a later start, so that's possibly going to influence how long I stream for today, but we'll see. I was about to say, it depends on how tired I am. As a sudden yawn appears again, I am not sleepy. I got plenty of hours of sleep last night. But I don't know, just thinking about sleep now makes me yawn. Like I said when I'm playing through Pokemon, just seeing the word yawn when someone uses that attack, that can cause me to feel a yawn come on. I guess now just thinking about getting sleep makes me sleepy. I don't know. I'm such a lazy bones. I can't help it. It's just who I am and what I do. So what I'm doing here is it's not going to, you know, probably sync up with all the grid lines of the overall Hyrule. But if we can find the Korok in the Death Mountain region before having to do all of Hyrule, then it's not going to matter. Because we find that last one and we're good. In a way, I don't want to find it too quick, because I want to have enough time pass between, let's call them laps or whatever, because I want to be able to make sure Buggett restocks those energetic Rhino Beetles to upgrade our Suit of the Wild. But I also want to get this done quick because I want that last Korok. Basically, if we get the last Korok super soon, I'll be happy. But that also leaves me wondering, well, what do I do to kill some time
Rivali's Gale is now ready
until Buggett restocks his inventory once again, and therefore we can buy another one of those energetic Rhino Beetles. I'll just have to roam the plains randomly, like maybe just take the Master Cycle Zero out for a spin, maybe finally get one of the horses out of the stable and give it some fun time. What is... I see a little line on the map. The mini-map. I'm going to check that out first. Probably nothing. If I see anything suspicious, I might as well check it out while we're on the way. Yeah, it's probably just the way some of this topography lines up or something like that. Yep. Nothing. Alright. No big deal. Doesn't hurt to check, though. We got... I don't know how much time to spare. Because this last Korok is well hidden. Watch it not even be. Watch it be like just one tree that I didn't walk close enough to, and it's up in the branches. I will feel maybe embarrassed, but maybe not, because like I don't really embarrass easily. I'll feel ashamed that I went through all that trouble searching through Hyrule and then didn't find it. But again, okay. I was going on base assumptions that so many places around Death Mountain I wasn't finding Koroks. I may not have checked every single potential spot in that case, but maybe that's what threw me off the track. Maybe I just didn't happen to go to that one space where that one final Korok remains, and it does happen to be here in Death Mountain. I don't know. That's what we're here to find out, hopefully today, if I can get it all mapped out properly. I'll go up here. I'll check this guy out. This could be the last one that we're looking for right now. Does the Korok exist on top of this cliff mountain thingy? Based on my track record, I'm willing to bet no. But I would not mind a positive answer. No. Is that a stone down here? Let me take a quick look. I believe that's just more swift violets. Yeah. Oh well. We already had the swift violets we needed for our snow boots upgrade, so we're fine there. As soon as we get the stealth fin trout, the only upgrade, the only suit upgrade left to get is going to be the suit of the wild, and that'll be just about that. Then I think I can't think of anything else that I really have on my to-do list other than, well, the last Korok, obviously, but rematching the blights, taking on the Trial of the Sword once again. Yes, I am going to force myself to do that once again. It shouldn't be too bad with all the extra hearts I have this time around, so I'm not too worried about it. I want to fight Monk Master Koshia once again, or is it Master Maz Koshia? That's it. And then take down Ganon one final time using our Suit O' the Wild. Because I think that'll be pretty wild. And then that'll be it for this series. I believe I will have 100% of the game at that point. I mean, technically I think 100%ing comes when I get the last Korok. Because I have all the side quests done. I've got all the shrines complete. Killed all the monsters that Kilton wanted me to do. There's so many cool things to do in the game. And I will feel kind of... I don't know, maybe. I was going to say, I will feel kind of bad when I've completed it 100%, because that means I don't get to play it anymore. But that's not true, because I can play through it again on my own time with different challenges in mind. Like I've started a playthrough a few days ago where... I mentioned last stream, but essentially I'm playing Link as if he's like a hero for hire, and he's told, you know, go to Kakariko Village. And I go there, and then I'll spend time at night going on patrols outside of town, defeating the monsters that are there, coming back selling whatever parts I get from them, and buying all the different items they have, for example, the different armor suits and everything. And then once I've completed all that, I then make my way off to the next town on my list of, you know, must-do tasks. It's kind of fun. I don't like it when I accidentally bump into a Guardian and I have like only one shield and then he breaks it. That's messed up. But other than that, it's cool. I like it. It is fun though. Once you have the capability of fighting the Guardians using the parry attack to deflect their beams, it is fun to defeat a Guardian using nothing but a Boko shield. A 3 defense Boko shield. That feels really good. This giant mechanical behemoth from the past taken down by a chunk of wood. But I think someone has said this before, but that it does seem like, do you think that's the theme of this game? Nature fighting back against the technology? I mean, in certain ways it makes sense. Like, try to think of the name. Like, what does Breath of the Wild really mean? Like breathing life back into the wild, or the wild breathing life back into a cold mechanical world, maybe? Because Breath of the Wild indicates that it's the wild's breath that is the subject of that phrase, right? Or maybe there is no deeper meaning and that's just a cool name they thought up. I don't even know. Let's go back down. And I wonder if that fire bat's still here from last time. Still in a state of perpetual death. I'm going to say probably not. He's had time to fall. Just like I have. There we go. Alright. So our first line is done. I'm going to map out the perimeter. And then I'll get to checking on Bucket and stuff. So this is our leftmost line. I want to go... I want to basically get to the far side of the volcano. So let me just do some pins here. I can line it up with... You can see some vague Sheikah text. Like Sheikah symbols on the side. And usually this lining them up with the middle of the big bars works for me. That might be good there. Actually, that's good. Okay, so let's throw some pins in the middle. Try and get as straight a line as possible. Actually, I can just use my edge of the screen to see if this is lined up as well. That's pretty good. And red, yellow, blue. How do you guys look? Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so that should be a nice straight line there. Ow! Okay, I'm going to teleport back to our travel medallion. And then we'll head our way off to the east of the land with an itchy back still. Because if there's anywhere that this final Korok exists at, it's gotta be Death Mountain. It's just gotta be. And why do I base that? What do I base that knowledge on? Sheer. What is it? What is it? Desperation. That's it. That's what I'm basing my information off of. Just the slim hope that it's up here and I can just end this hunt sooner or later. But not before. Excuse me. Whoa, we get the energetic rhino beetles that we need. I'm also thinking, because if we stay further away from Kakariko Village and don't go near him, that might encourage his stock to rebuild quicker or more frequently. Because I don't know what happened in the last stream. We'd go through a couple of those columns of searching for the Korok, and then he wouldn't even restock his beetle. As far as I knew, same amount of time we'd spent each time, same distance walked. So I don't know what the deal was. But we just need 3 more, I believe, of the beetles. Yep, 3 more energetic rhino beetles. We can upgrade our wild suit once more. And then finally find out what the last requirements are going to be. Have I heard of the red beast? Clifford? Clifford the Kaiju? If that's the one you mean, then yes. Otherwise, I don't know if I have. If it goes by another name, perhaps. He lurks out here in the unknown. Ghost Big Dave says, to be honest, Calamity Ganon is a pathetic final boss. Yeah, it's not as climactic as it could have been, for sure. What someone had suggested, and this would have been awesome, so Calamity Ganon, the Scourge of Hyrule Castle, that could have stayed as it is, and just be like, okay, so obviously this is our first form. Ganon always has multiple forms when you fight him. What could have happened, though, is what if when you're fighting Dark Beast Ganon, he has a bunch of guardians on the field with him? That could have been an epic fight. But, like, I find Dark Beast even more underwhelming than Calamity Ganon, because it's, like, he rarely attacks. Like, he doesn't take as much time to fight as he could. But, yeah, someone made that suggestion. What if he had, like, a whole field of guardians and you have to, like, fight them? I mean, obviously, with the golden bow... Or is it, no, the bow of light, correct? With the bow of light, you'd still be able to one-shot them. That would be good for Master Mode, exactly. I kind of hope that they have Master Mode available from the start. Like, I can see why they wouldn't, because if people want to challenge themselves, you know, they're likely going to pay for the DLC for a Master Mode. But if they do have Master Mode from the start, I probably will play through on Master Mode. Just for fun, because, like, the challenge is cool. It's rough when you first start, but the deeper you get into it, like, this is... You can't see the Triforce behind my head, but this is Master Mode here. And it is definitely a fun challenge. The red beast turns you to a machine of red oil? What? Why does he do such things? I didn't do nothing to him, did I? Did I run over his cat? Well, it wasn't me. I don't have a car, so I don't know why he's targeting me. I don't even know if he is targeting me. I can't follow. I'm looking for a Korok. I'm too focused, hoping to never let you return. You used music notes earlier, so I assume this is a song. Oh, you're talking about Ganon. Okay. I guess the malice does look kind of like red goopy oil stuff. What do we all think of the trailer that shows Link's arm being engulfed in malice, and then we later see him with a robotic arm? Maybe not robotic, but maybe it's like an arm guard. It looks like a Sheikah type device. Do we think Link loses his arm? Or is it just injured and that device is like a healing device? What do you think about the possibilities of that? Because, I mean, if they have Link lose his arm, that's pretty serious as far as the Zelda series has been, but Breath of the Wild has been more of a serious story. I mean, no, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say, like, this first time we actually see characters, like, die. But, no, we've seen, even, like, in Link to the Past, the dude at the Sanctuary, although he comes back when Link wins the game, but he dies when the soldiers come and kidnap Zelda back again. Who else? Does anyone else really die in that? I don't remember. But, yeah, that'd be something to see. When you have 4 Divine Beasts, Calamity Ganon is easier than a Bokoblin. I wouldn't say that much, but, you know, it's a real challenge, though. Deactivate all the champion abilities and just fight them head on. I mean, it's still not impossible, but one of the easiest things to do when he's doing his spider mode thing, crawling on the wall, just go with the big ol' Urbosa's Lightning, or Urbosa's Fury, and that just knocks him down and takes that shield off. That's pretty cool. It's a nice tactic. I've never been over the garden wall, have I? No, I don't know what's out there. I stay as close to home as I can. It's dangerous out there. There's a 70% chance that that'll happen. Of which? Losing the arm or just having it damaged? Because either way, we know his arm, he gets like some sort of, almost like a Robocop type arm, let's call it. Or, well, who's the mummy from Mummies Alive that had the robot arm when he transformed? Does anyone remember? We have Big Huge Gum saying, "Let's go!" I hope we're going. I'm aiming to find one missing Korok that I have no idea where in Hyrule it is. Oh, having it broken off. Yeah, that could be a very serious thing. You know what would be awesome? For anyone that knows about the Evil Dead series, if Link's hand can become the blade saw that Robbie can make you. So it could just be like Ash from Evil Dead. And have like the chainsaw arm. That would be groovy. Super groovy. Who knows what I'm talking about? Where am I going? Going to the yellow now. How straight of a line have I made? Nope. Oh well. I mean, as long as we're getting a rough box out shape for our grid breakdown. That's all I'm really caring about. So for those of you who may be new here, you don't know what I'm doing, I have gone through all of Hyrule, both off-screen and on, mostly off-screen, hunting for all the Koroks in the game. There's 900 Koroks. As of right now, and after doing all of my searching throughout the entire region, I have found 899. Which means somehow, after scrutinizing every square inch I thought of this game, I somehow missed a Korok. So I'm now going through, much more precisely, much more, what would you call it? More in detail, let's say. Trying to find the one last Korok. Doing, again, most of it off screen, but, doing some of it here, because essentially I also need to waste time for one of our guys to keep restocking a certain ingredient that we need to get to upgrade. So I figured let's just do a little bit of searching here during the streams, and hopefully we'll get those items restocked to power up. Isa says, "Do you want to venture into a different unknown, one where lost and forgotten stories are revealed to those who are brave enough to travel through the wood?" Nah, I'm pretty good with Netflix. Pop some popcorn, find something on the old streaming services to watch. I've got Disney Plus, so I can watch any of the Marvel movies. So I'm pretty good with that. Ghost Big Dave is subbing. Thank you very much for subbing, sir. I hope you enjoy this and all the other content on the channel. Do I travel? Do I travel? Not really. It's been forever since I've last left my city. When was the last time? I believe last time was a few years ago, and I went to Toronto, in Canada, Toronto, Ontario, for a convention. Or no, since then I've gone down like closer than Toronto. It's like Halifax, Nova Scotia, mostly just staying here in Canada. One time when I was a kid, I went down to Bangor, Maine, and that's because my dad wanted to see Stephen King's house, but then when we got there he was too freaked out to really do anything, so we just went home. He was a huge Stephen King fan, still is, but I don't do that much traveling, especially now with, like, you know, finances aren't available to do so, and with the whole pandemic wave that happened back in the day, with travel shutting down, I was like, yeah, I'm good to stay local for, I don't even know how long, for the foreseeable future, let's say. Do you know what you get when you get all the Koroks? Yes, you get like this amazing power-up. It's a one-hit kill against Ganon, isn't it? That's what people are telling me. I know what you get. I know how special it is. It's an amazingly spectacular gift that only the elite of the elite manage to obtain and hang on their wall, frame it if they have to. It's spectacular. I obviously am lying, because I know what you get and it ain't quite that. I'll go here. I'm just going to throw some more pins down to try to map out the outer border. Hey, we can buy stuff. Actually, we don't need to buy anything no more. That's where Beetle sold some fireproof lizards, but we got all those taken care of already. Actually, I'm going to go... One second. I'm figuring out how to do this. I'm going to go a little further up. No, don't stamp. Don't stamp. Okay. I guess we're slightly overshooting, but I'd rather do that and get some of the base mountain in my little hunt here, let's say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get Korok poop. You say you think I got trolled. No, I was making that up. No one told me that. I was making that up. I trolled myself, if anything.
Rivali's Gale is now
Rivali, just in time. Have I heard of Chainsaw Man? You mean Ash from Evil Dead? Yeah, I was just talking about him. Or is that someone else? Is he a man who is a chainsaw? If so, no, I haven't heard of that guy. But he sounds like he's fun at parties. You know, when they gotta cut the cake. At least he's there to help out. Chainsaws it, gets it all over everybody. Chainsaw Man, why do we invite you? Because he's the only one with a car. He has to drive everybody home afterwards. How does Chainsaw Man drive a car? Oh, no, it's a manga. Okay. No, I haven't heard of that. I like my own headcanon, though. I just made it up on the spot. Yeah, so the gift you're supposed to get with all the Korok is called Hestu's Gift, and it's like a bigger type of Korok seed. I haven't read the description. I haven't seen that online, but I'm pretty sure it explicitly points out that it's poop. I know it's shaped like it. You know, it'd be really cool. What if the last Korok was here at the Citadel? I've often wondered that. I've checked this place out many times too, but still, no mask reactions, unfortunately. Watch out for the goopage, the old red oily stuff. It'd be funny to see if Malice still exists in the next game, because then the good guys will be tipped off that. So wait, is Calamity Ganon, was he not the source of this stuff? What's the real source? And then that's when they go down, find Ganondorf's mummified body or whatever. I wonder how this story is going to flow to get us to that point. And I still say, I want to see the Divine Beast in action. No thank you, sir. Oh, nice try. That arrow looked like it bounced off of me, didn't it? Like it stopped short? That was cool. Again, we're just making our perimeter right now for our big hunt for the day. Don't want to fall too fast, because if we pass by a Korok that's like in a wall, we might not get the mask reaction. So, let's say it's not entirely inaccurate. Oh, really? Chainsaw Man can drive a car? That's what I'm assuming is the accurate part. Yunobo is a trash partner. He says, we got spotted. He got his fat belly caught. Took you an hour to get past it. Let me tell you how I did that. I did not even realize the cannons were usable at first. I was trying to interact with it, and I might have messed up and had Yunobo waiting when I went to one of the cannons and nothing happened. So, no. What I thought was I had to use the cannons to destroy the sentries. Never even thought that I had to hit Vah Rudania itself. So, I destroyed the sentries, moved on to the next cannon. I think the second one, I couldn't even hit them. But then I found out, oh, there's other ways to hit them, like Magnesis a box and smack them with that. So I made it all the way to the top of that path before realizing, oh wait, I'm supposed to shoot the Divine Beast? So when I was doing that, my whole path had been already cleared for me. I just went down to the first cannon, hit Rudania, second cannon, hit him again, then third, and we were good to go. I'm like, did I miss something? Did it actually tell me that I had to, hit him? I hear someone in trouble. Where are you? Where are you? Over here. I don't think so, pal. You alright, Chavi? Give me some monster extract. Thank you. Did I get any guts out of that guy? No? Alright, that's fine. Spiked Boko Club. What I've started doing in my normal or not normal, in my other file, just I'm playing for fun. If I have a regular Boko Club that has no bonuses, I'll drop it and take the new one. Didn't happen. But sometimes they actually give you, say, attack up, durability plus, stuff like that. So I'll swap out a previous club for something, hoping for a benefit. And also, it's a freshly used one. Even though, isn't it weird, the way the durability works? You could be hit by... Hello, sir. Okay, watch out, there's a big guy behind you there. Run! Essentially, I don't bother fighting guys that much, because why waste durability on my weapons? These guys are not challenges. Unless they're attacking an innocent civilian, I'll jump into the fray. Otherwise, I ain't afraid of no spooks. Physical or otherwise. Ghost Big Dave hasn't beaten the game yet. What? But didn't you say that that the final boss is easy? Have you not how do you know if you haven't beaten the game? I may be confused on that, but either way, if you haven't beaten the game, I mean, that is fine. Like, there's so much to do in the game without beating it. Like, I know some people have gone hours before even going to the first, the first town, essentially. Hello, Anne-Marie Hedgehog. Welcome to our stream today, where maybe we'll see a blood moon. If we do see one first in the stream today, it'll be coming in just a couple of hours, or for us, minutes. It's currently 4:25 p.m. in-game. So we'll see if Anne-Marie Werehog makes an appearance. So you're on the Calamity Ganon, and you've died against the Dark Beast, or you've experimented against it, I think you're saying? You still have the virus, but you're 100% better. Nice. Glad to hear it. That it's passed through your system. And, I mean, if you still have it, it's probably not completely passed through, but that you're feeling that much better from it. Back to full working condition. Yeah, it was pretty rough before the vaccines and boosters were out. Not everyone was able to withstand it as well as nowadays, as we know. And it's just too bad not everyone was taking it as seriously as they could have been too. I'm not going to get into a whole complaint about, people weren't doing the right thing or whatever, because we all know the news. But I'm just glad nowadays that it is not anywhere near as serious as it had been. Speaking of the C word, where are these Koroks? Yes, I know it starts with a K, but Mick Braun's one of our regulars, spells it with a C, so that was a segue. I mean, it worked-ish, kinda, sorta. And folks, keep your eyes peeled for any breakable... How is there a forest Octorok nearby? I'm in the volcano. I'm just gonna deactivate that. Turn that off for now. Okay. What was I about to say? I was about to say words, and then the words left me. Well, guess we'll never know what insightful comment I had to make at this point in our lives. Issa says, do you have any puns related to this game that would make you go, Zelda? Why didn't I think of that? It's so weird. I think of myself as a punny person, but when I'm put on the spot, I just can't think of it. And this is completely sidetracked to what you were just asking, and I apologize, but it makes me wonder, like, how funny can I be if I need to have it planned out? Or not necessarily. Like, I can come up with a joke on the spot, but usually it's from my own imagination, let's say. If someone asks me for a specific kind of humor, sometimes I blank on that. And a lot of the times when I make a joke, it's more of a... Think of Chandler from Friends. The thing that usually I find makes people laugh when I say it is something very, very basic, yet in a sarcastic way. I think that tends to be what gets me some good humor. One of the best jokes that I can tell is not even telling. It's a joke to me, I guess. Whenever someone says anything that could be construed in a not intended way, let's say. You know, they say something innocent, but with a certain kind of mindset, you could think of it as something not quite so innocent. And I just don't even react to it. I mean, I could easily point out, like, that's what she said kind of joke or whatever kind of response, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it there and see if anyone else reacts to it. And if no one does, like, alright, whatever. One of the funniest times this happened, though, I was talking to two friends of mine, and one of them said something innocent, but again, could have been, like, somewhat suggestive, and I didn't react. And my other friend said, hey, look, I don't think Chaz, she said something like, I don't think Chaz... I think he took that the other way, and I was like, oh, just because I don't react doesn't mean I don't understand what was said. just be aware that my mind can go in multiple places at once. They got a laugh out of that at least. Okay, look at these rocks. Why are they so bony looking? It's crazy. Excuse me. Let's back up a bit and use my last Rivali Gale for the time being. Can we make it? Yes, we can make it. Alright. Vana Boris's puzzles took you 1 hour and 20 minutes. I understand. That was a brutal... that was the hardest one for me to figure out as well. I think I can make this without good old Rivali. But yeah, definitely that was the hardest. I found Vom Meadow the easiest to get through. Yeah, I don't like these bats. They're gonna mess me up. I'm not gonna make it. Although I have yellow stamina, I guess I could have made it. But I'll wait for Rivali. I'll lure them away. So you tried to use the new incense Pokemon Go, but you still haven't found the Galarian birds. You kept on walking and haven't found any Pokemon with a new incense. What just jumped up? Maybe that was just one of the bats. That's what happens when I read the chat. I miss track of what's happening in-game. I still haven't used the new incense myself yet. But I want to. But again, any time that I would spend going on walks is taken up these days by trying to find this Korok. I'll be so happy when I finally find it. I'm going to go on like a 10-hour walk that day. I won't, because my legs will not last that long, I'm sure. After all this time I've spent sitting around on my butt trying to find a little seed guy. But in my heart, I'll be walking 10 kilometers. Or 10 hours. Come on, Rivali. And you like the jokes from the Big Bang Theory. Those guys are really funny. True. That's what I say. Like, that's a scripted kind of funny. I'll tell you a comparison. I was watching someone do an interview. They were in line at a signing. This is like years ago, but...
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Yay! They met James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, who in his videos is hilarious. But when they met him, and they tried to, like... Why did I just fall? They tried to, like, get a joke out of him. he didn't really have anything funny to say at the moment because he was caught on the spot and it wasn't like something he'd written in a script, right? Which is fine. I'm not criticizing that, but it's just funny how someone who could be that funny with a pre-written joke to say can be so mundane in person. It's like, I met Weird Al Yankovic one time. He was in my town here on tour, and if you don't know Weird Al, his persona, he's like a wacky, stop following me, bats! Weird Al's a wacky guy, in character. But when I met him, he was so down to earth, like he's just a regular dude. Just like anybody. Ow! Are you serious? I'm about to kill you all. I don't like to kill the wild creatures. They're just trying to live their life, but I'm trying to live my life, and you're interfering with that. Just let me get up to here so I can get my stamina back. The things I do to keep the wildlife safe, even though these are monsters. Get down here, guys. Alright, where was I? Oh, hey, there's Dinral. What would I do if I couldn't stop myself from reading the minds of everyone inside the same general area as you for like 3 floors of a building? Probably go crazy, because sometimes you just need to disconnect your brain and like not do thinking, which is the worst way of, you know, describing what I just wanted to try to describe. But I don't know what I would do. And how old is Link now? I'm assuming this Link must be, just assumption, around 17. Because I always think of him as the same age as Zelda, and it's confirmed in this that it was on Zelda's 17th birthday is when the calamity occurred. What a birthday present that was to open up. Because she says something about, you need to be 17 years old to go to the Spring of Wisdom, and that's the last spring she goes to. And on her way back down from Mount Lanayru is when Calamity Ganon appears at Hyrule Castle and starts wreaking havoc. That's messed up. R.I.P. Fire Keys. I mean, I will allow creatures to live to an extent, but if they cause me that much trouble, then no holds barred. I'm gonna Hogan them if I have to. These guys are fine. They haven't bothered me yet. I'll let them live. Frankly, because I'm about to do something that even they can't possibly expect with their primitive bat brains. Let's jump off a cliff. Yeah! I'm doing this just in case there's some sort of hidden ledge off the edge of the map where there might be a Korok. Generally there's not, but worst case scenario, I lose 1 heart. I got plenty to spare. Your favorite noise in the Zelda verse is Rivali's Gale is now ready. When you get Rivali's Gale Plus, it only takes 2 minutes to hear that. Mick says, wait a minute, there's a live stream? You're so shocked. You almost forgot to say, arrives in the TARDIS into the stream. Well, just arrive back in time. There you go. Wow, we're actually going down really far here. We can't land down here, can we? No. Okay, I didn't think so, but I was like, wow, how far down does that go? I was Spider-Man for about 4.5 seconds there, yeah. Running around at the speed of Spider. Okay, so we have our our rather large cube base for checking out Death Mountain. Before we continue with that, I'm going to go see if Buggit has bugs. Mick saw a video on TikTok from the Fusion Gokual? Who's that? Who do they fuse? Who would be AL? Gokual. Is that Tikal from Sonic Adventure? I'm I'm not sure who that would be. Technically, if it's a Potara fusion, like with the earrings, those can fuse any characters together. They don't, like, the fusion dance
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
needs to be two similar-sized characters of similar power levels, but the earrings from the gods, the Potara earrings, any two characters can be fused using those, because they're like a god device, basically. Oh, it's like Gokuul, okay. But was it spelled like that? So anyway, he was a fusion of Hercule and Goku, and you saw a TikTok about that? Which of them was it? The cute afro one, or the horribly, terrifyingly horrible Android 16 version? We have Hisuian Pokemon and Pokemon Go. I saw the news for that. Actually, I think I saw it on my nearby. Hisuian... Well, I saw a ball. A circle. So obviously Hisuian Voltorb has made its appearance. Oh, it was both of them? Also, what would happen if a girl and a boy fused? You can use your imagination on that one. We'll just leave that at that point. But you know what's interesting? Talking about, like, you know, not to say incompatible fusions, but contradictory fusions like that. In the Dragon Ball Super manga, in the anime too, actually. There's a god character, and then there's another one of him who they come together from two different universes, and one of them, I believe, uses the Super Dragon Balls to wish for immortality, but the other one doesn't. And then they use the Potara earrings to fuse together. And as soon as that happened, I was thinking, okay, wait, if an immortal being and a mortal being fuse together, how does that work? Because, I mean, you could easily say, well, because one's immortal, they both are, but it's like, but shouldn't the mortality of the second half have some effect as well? And they actually do address that. There's something that goes completely haywire with a mortal/immortal fusion of two characters. Pretty interesting. But I'll leave that for you to discover if you'd like to do so. Okay, we're gonna find Buggett. Can't be too far now. He's usually around here when I find him. Speak of the devil. Does he have a beetle? Don't bomb arrow me. Don't do it again. How you doing, man? Don't mind the explosion behind me. What you got? Yes! Give me that energetic rhino beetle. I just need 2 more! Ah! I'm excited. Okay, I'm done. Watch for those bombs. Okay, let's head back up here and start our Korok hunt in earnest. In Vern and earnest, if necessary. Where are we at here? Ghost Big Dave says, "Hi, King Roham. Go miles for input because I don't know, because you don't know how to wind bomb me. If you don't want to insult me," says Issa, "could you give me a punny compliment instead? It would co-rock my world." Am I any good at that? I'm really not, but I'm telling you, when I'm put on the spot, I can't think of a humor. I just can't do it. It's weird. My brain shuts it down. Okay, so for this, I'm going a little wider on the lines I'm going to be traveling, but I will, if necessary, come back and fill in the gaps. But I'm basically trying to get the outer line, the border, the perimeter of what I've walked on the outside of the R for runes. So that's how I'm going to try to manage this hunting. Nick, you gotta go, you need sleep? That's fine. Understandable. I am constantly in need of sleep. As you always see, I'm right here. I just thought of it. I'm always yawning in the streams. I don't know why. My brain just does this. Nothing in the tree. Fine. You can get the Hisuian Pokemon in the 7-kilometer eggs. Really? Opening up some of them gifts. I think right now you can get more gifts too, because I've been maxed out at 20. Like, since I haven't played regularly forever, I haven't sat down to send out a bunch of gifts lately. But just to keep my streak going, I'm spinning the Pokestop that's right across the street from the house. And last night I got a gift for the first time in like ever. And I realized, wait, but I already have 20 gifts. What the heck gives? Okay, we got some little, actually we got a few crags, I call them, that we can check out along the way here. Ghost Big Dave says, your dad is a Zelda fan, but your mom is a Sonic fan. I don't think there needs to be a but there, because people can be fans of both. In fact, Sonic has many more connections to Link than, nowadays than ever before. In Sonic Unleashed, he becomes a wolf, a werehog, so there's a Twilight Princess connection right there. And then in Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic uses a sword. There's another sort of Link-like connection. And it was weird. I thought for a while, like, are they trying to turn Sonic into like a Sega version of Link, by giving him a wolf form and having him use a sword? Seems pretty coincidental, or not, perhaps. But that could just be me reading too much into things. Let's see. So Ghost Big Dave says it would make 1/2 immortal, 1/2 mortal for the two the fusions. I mean, yeah, but it made me wonder, like, so if basically, say, a spirit bomb was fired and would destroy this character, would only half of the body remain? And if so, like, how would it determine what half that is? Is it top half? Is it left half, kind of thing? Would he actually just still be the same character, but like shrunk down in size by 50%? Like, that's kind of funny to think. Like, how would he have been? How would the immortal half be preserved? What if he did become like, a 3 foot or 2'5" shrimp or something like that? Given the fact that this is a god character from the start. And he gets micro-sized. He gets micro-machined. Hello, JR Gaming. Welcome to the stream today, where I'm taking a little bit of a different approach at trying to find the missing Korok. I feel like I haven't given Death Mountain as thorough of a search as I could have, so I'm kind of focusing my efforts on there today. But in the midst of that... Oh, I forgot to go get Stealthfin Trouts. That might only be Blood Moon anyway, for the monsters to return. So I still need to get 3 Stealthfin Trout, and I only need to buy 2 more of those Energy Rhino Beetles. We can upgrade our Tunic of the Wild, which I'm excited for, and see what the final suit's going to require. But in the meantime, we got to kill some time anyway. Might as well check out potential Korok hiding in Death Mountain, because it's one of the few places I don't feel confident that I've poured over as much as I could have, because of how many rocky outcrops there are, and like you got to check above and below. So I'm going to be as thorough as I can. I'm essentially, you can sort of vaguely see a square shape that I've kind of begun, and I'm going to start gridding this out to maximize my search parameters for this missing little punk who somehow I overlooked the first time through Hyrule. Admittedly, though, I wouldn't mind if he turns out not to show up until after I've gotten the upgrade for the suit, because at least this is giving me some time to kill for Bugut to restock his items. Okay, and I'm going a little bit more loose with my, call them grid lines here. I will tighten them up if need be, but just to kind of speed things along, we're going a little wider than I did last time. If there's a Blood Moon in the game, says Anne-Marie, yes, indeed, you do turn into a werehog. Instead of Goku fusing with somebody, Shadow and Sonic should fuse into Shattuck. I've heard of that. What if Shadow and Silver were to fuse together? In Shadow uses a gun. That is true. What I liked about that was it was optional. You didn't need to, but there were some missions that you essentially needed to use the gun to complete. I remember Stage 2, you have the option of, there's like an alien command ship that you're chasing down, But that's where you sort of make your choice of, do you want to help the aliens or help the humans? Now, if you want to help the aliens, just let the ship get away. But if you want to help the humans, you can, of course, homing attack the spaceship, which is fine. You hit it, you bounce off, you hit it again. But to destroy it, to completely eradicate its shield, the way to do it is get on a motorcycle, and that gives you an increased rate of rapid fire. So I found out, okay, so use the stuff that Shadow should never need to use in order to beat that challenge. I mean, I wasn't complaining about that. It was kind of cool. Despite the fact that Shadow can run fast and, you know, use Chaos Spear, Chaos Control, like have him chase after something on a motorcycle using a machine gun, that's kind of cool. It's a nice little change of pace. Okay, let's get to a spot I can Rivali Gale up, because this is a big chunk of mountain to climb. There we go. Keep helping me out, folks. Listen for the sound of that mask activating, because I would love to be able to get this Korok. Okay, where are we at right now? JR just beat Water Blight Ganon and Thunder Blight. Excellent. Of course, Thunder Blight, as I said last time, is my least favorite to fight, and yet my most favorite, because he's so tricky with that speed, but that's what kind of makes him cool. So, and I do like challenge to an extent every now and then. When we talk about Water Blight Ganon rematch, though, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Okay, I'm gonna check this crag out. I think, yeah, let's go up to the top of this one, and we'll get back on our track. Ghost Big Dave did Water Blight first. I think that's the first one I did too, because the game almost leads you to Varuda, because no one really picks you out of the wild and asks for your help, except for the Zoras. The rest of the races you have to go on your own too. But the Zoras almost hold your hand and pull you to Zora's domain to be like, help us out, please. We need a strong Hylian. You look like you might be one, or you might know of one. Imagine they said that. You must know someone. Come with us and tell us about them. And Link's like, you guys don't know who I am, do you? Josiah says, you just started playing with the video capture button on the Joy-Con last night. You got a couple cool vids posted on Twitter. You can enjoy that feature. Yeah, too bad it is only 30 seconds, but I'm not sure if you can edit them together, but you can, like, if you've taken a 30-second clip and then you hit the, hold the capture button again 20 seconds later, it will record up until the end of the previous capture time, I believe. So it'll, like, say capture 20 seconds, and then if you have a way to maybe on your phone itself, or if you can transfer these to your phone, if you can splice the clips together, you might be able to get a near seamless, longer stretch than just 30 seconds. But I've done that too. When something really interesting or humorous happens, I'll immediately, like, you know, grab a 30-second clip of that and then trim it down, because I find they make for good YouTube shorts too. As far as, like, my content goes, a lot of people have tuned into the shorts because I guess they're quicker to look at, and people don't need to realize, okay, so he's gonna be putting up a 40-minute video. I don't have time for that right now, and then forget to watch it. But a short, they got plenty of time to watch it, because it's just a short one. Alright, who wants to bet there's none up here? But I'm still checking it out. Your sister, sorry, Ghost Big Dave says, my sister and mom are having a fight right now. Vaseline grows your eyelashes. In a case like that, I'd say Google is your friend. See what Google has to say. And if Google gives you two different answers, then may the Lord help us all. If Google doesn't know it, then there's something seriously wrong. Google is the be-all, end-all, the know-all of everything. Let's see. Anne-Marie says you're playing half and half, the good guy and the bad guy in the Shadow the Hedgehog game. I think, like, unintentionally, I accidentally went through and did it as a, basically a neutral kind of playthrough, like Shadow was his own me, and because when I wanted to play as the good guy for starters, but on that second mission, I just did not know how to take down that alien ship, so it got away. So it pushed me from the good route onto more of the, you know, Shadow taking care of himself kind of route, and I was like, well, I guess this is my first adventure. I forget who I fought in the end, but I think I went, like, you know, kind of zigzag a little bit, but in the end I was right down the middle. I was like, okay then, whatever. But I do like how you can choose... I also like the fact that you can actually team up with so many other characters. Like, not that they... Gameplay-wise, not that they really help that much, but just cool to see, you know, Vector the Crocodile and Shadow work together, Tails and Shadow on the same side, and when you're trying to, I think, save the President. Or maybe take out the President if you're secretly working for the aliens. And isn't it funny how in all of that, Eggman is both sides? Like when when Eggman and the gun organization, when they're the two factions, Eggman is the bad guy. But when it's Eggman and the aliens, Eggman's the good guy. Or at least the lesser bad guy. It's really funny how he's that in the middle kind of guy. I mean, it kind of makes sense, though. Eggman has teamed up with Sonic and them a fair number of times by now. Arguably, you could say it started in Sonic Adventure when Chaos went perfect chaos, and although Eggman didn't necessarily say, Sonic, I'm helping you, he still showed up in the Egg Carrier 2 to try to take out Chaos. More of a revenge kind of thing, I guess, but still. This is the evil creature that's going to destroy the world. Well, I want to blow it up before it does that because I'm mad at it. But definitely Sonic Adventure 2 was when he actively said, alright, we need to work together to stop this, because I guess it's like most enemies. How are we going to conquer the world if there is no world to conquer? So, we gotta save it. At least he got that level of morality into him. Okay, let us head here and climb up this big spire. I think that's what these are called. Spires, maybe, not crags. Come on, Mask. Activate. Give me the Korok. I just want it. I want to end this months-long search. I want to have no excuse to not go out and on, you know, my daily walks or jogs anymore. Every morning I wake up, I got to fire this game up and search more and more of the land, which I've already searched. It's not fair. I have said... my second go-through of checking this whole map out, if I don't find the Korok, I will then look it up, just to be like, okay, where did I miss it? But until then, I'm doing this on myself. I don't want any help or anything. If I'm not good enough to find it on my own, that's when I'll be like, all right, I admit defeat. Let's find out where it is. Like what I'll probably do, either if I do or do not find the Korok, I've had a few people say that they wanted to help me find it, so. If I find it, I won't pick it up right away. But I'll ask people, okay, where do you think it is? And I'll go see if I've already gotten it. And then we'll just have a little fun with that. And maybe I'll do something special if somebody correctly guesses which one I missed. Now, if I don't find it, though, of course, that's going to be like, well, again, I'll get people to guess where it is. And we'll just go from there. And I guess whoever's the first one to guess it right, maybe another bonus feature added for them or something. Maybe a little shout out. Maybe they can join me on one of the videos, co-commentator perhaps. Ghost Big Dave says, "Don't admit defeat." That's my thought process too. I cannot admit defeat, but I mean, for the sake of not wasting more time, I will admit that the game has temporarily beaten me. Yeah, Cade, you think you can guess? Yeah, I know. I'm aware of that. So I'll keep you in mind for, of course, when we come time to, if and when I go looking for help. I'm not going to say that's not a possibility, but not just yet. Anne Marie says, in the Shadow game, you played as him as a mistake creation. Now, that's sad to think about. Because, like, well, as far as we know, Shadow was the ultimate life form. Because they say that the Bio-Lizard was the prototype. So somehow they realized after they made Bio-Lizard, well, this isn't quite what we wanted, so let's change this part of its DNA. And suddenly doing that turns this giant eyeless lizard creature into a hedgehog. Who knew DNA was that close for those two species? But still, hi. Is there an ending where you see a bunch of shadow robots? Because that's part of the thought process too. At the end of Sonic Heroes, on Team Dark, we do see that Shadow finds a facility full of Shadow robot clones. And Omega tries to, like, I guess try to cheer him up or just point out that you know how cloning works. There is an original somewhere. So even if this particular Shadow isn't the real Shadow, which apparently in a line of dialogue, if the fight against Devil Doom goes long enough, Eggman does say that he found this Shadow that you play as, found him in a crater, I think, or something like that, after the final Hazard fight. So, as far as I know, it's basically confirmed that the Shadow you play as is the actual original Shadow. But I don't know. That's never really explained in the ending. So not everybody would see that, and therefore not everybody's version of Shadow would necessarily know that. It's hard to say with stuff that may not happen just based on gameplay. Shadow lore is really deep. It is. At first we just thought like there's the whole thing about in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. So Sonic 3 and Knuckles, there's a mural in the Hidden Palace Zone, I think it is. When you fight Knuckles, there's a mural that shows what looks like Eggman's robot stealing the Master Emerald, and you see this golden creature of some sort with like these points coming up off the back of its head. Obviously, it's a foreshadowing to Super Sonic versus Eggman's robot, where he tries to like, steal the Emerald. And some people say that that's meant to indicate that. Okay, don't bomb me. Okay, I gotta help you now, then. Jump. Oh, don't jump like that. I don't know where I hit you, but I apologize. Fair enough. Bug it! Get back here! Give me that beetle. Give me this money. Don't bomb me. Oh, you lived that? I'm clipping that. See, that's what the capture button's for. You alright, dude? You got any bugs? Not just yet. Okay, he needs more time. Let me go. Sorry. Let me go see if I can find some stealth-fin trout. No, I'm waiting for the blood moon. We'll get back on our hunt once again here. Oh, I didn't move the travel medallion. I messed up. Anyways, Shadow was supposed to be a cure for Maria in the game. And he's supposed to be clones of Shadow the Hedgehog. The deepest lore in any video game is Breath of the Wild. Basically, yeah. I mean, there's so many hidden things everywhere. What's interesting, too, is like... So, okay. Just as a preface to this, I don't really believe in the split timeline theory. Now, I know it's basically been proven, confirmed, as far as the Hyrule Historia goes, that there is multiple timelines. But I feel like the games could still fit into one timeline if done well. If explained a little better, let's say. So, like, because I've always said, to me it's weird. Wait, did I do this line? No, I didn't do this line. I came close to it, though. It's always felt weird that one of the whole reasons for the downfall timeline is, when Link died to Ganon, or Ganondorf, in Ocarina of Time, then the downfall timeline happened. And it's like, if there was a specific cutscene designed to show Link die to Ganondorf in Ocarina of Time, I would believe the split timeline theory. But if you lose to Ganondorf, you just get a game over. Now my counter-argument to that is, okay, so what if you get a game over versus Bongo Bongo? Technically, Bongo Bongo survives, and... no, let's say Volvagia, the dragon of Death Mountain. His whole thing is he's going to eat the Gorons. So if Link dies to Volvagia, not only does Ganon, win, which apparently the downfall timeline has anyway, but also all the Gorons get eaten. What is it? Zora's Domain never gets thawed out, so the Zoras die off. Like, so many things happen based on when you die in Ocarina of Time. It can't just be one downfall timeline, because multiple races could also fall alongside Link. So, that's why the one thing I can say is I believe, of course, that some of the different timelines can have spin-offs. Of course, Child Link from Ocarina leads into Majora's Mask. I gotta switch my clothes back for a sec here. I wanna do some better climbies. And, say, Link from Wind Waker, that leads into, I think it's Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. So there's that kind of side story. And that's not necessarily a timeline change, but to say that one particular kind of game over changes the entire future, but not the other ones, like, that doesn't make sense to me. And what else was I going to say about that? And the other thing is, too, why is there no split timeline from Skyward Sword? Oh, Anne-Marie! Don't look! It's Blood Moon! Okay, I got a moment. Breath of the Wild or Undertale? Which has the deeper lure? Well, I don't know much about Undertale, so I would say Breath of the Wild, but that's more of a biased answer, because, again, I don't have as much knowledge about Undertale. I only know that Ness is Sans. That's all I know about Undertale. Anne-Marie says, I think some games like to have plot in every game, like in Sonic, there's always a plot twist. And, I guess, like, plot twists are cool. They don't always need to happen. But I do like when a surprise happens. But a surprise that gets led up to. For example, it seems like at the end of Sonic Adventure that Chaos has been defeated, you've collected the emeralds, and you're all good. But, as it turns out, Chaos then goes and gets all the emeralds and becomes perfect Chaos. So you could say that's a bit of a plot twist, where it looked like he was done, he was beaten, but then he comes back even stronger. And in the end, it wasn't Eggman who was the ultimate threat, it was Chaos. So that kind of plot twist is cool. I'm going to give an example of a plot twist that I hate. Now, it comes from scary movies, which arguably don't always have the best story to begin with, so maybe this is an unfair comparison. But let's talk about the best example I can think of is I Know What You Did Last Summer, where there's a whole thing where these high school students getting ready to go off to college, they think they hit and killed somebody with their car, and they go to bury, or, not bury, but they go to throw the body in the harbor. Turns out the body was still alive, and they leave him drowning anyway, I guess, which is kind of worse than hitting with a car by accident, because that's an intentional leaving him underwater. But anyways, then, so there's all these red herrings and misleading clues that make you figure out, like, okay, so this person could be the killer that's come back to get revenge, or this other person could be it, this one was here at this time, so it wasn't them, all this kind of stuff. And in the end, they bring a character out of nowhere that you've never seen in the entire movie to say, oh, plot twist, I'm the killer! Like, who are you? Now, he does have a role to play in the story, but it's like, you've never really seen the guy. And that's just kind of, like, I'm the kind of person that likes being like a detective, sort of, when it comes to things like that. Playing along at home and being like, I want to figure out what's going on. Like, who's the perpetrator behind this story? Like, what's really happening? And when a plot twist comes out of nowhere like that, I feel cheated. I could have figured it out if I was given enough clues, but they just don't give enough clues because they don't care. They want to get their plot twist in. And I'm like, Urgh! I wanted to figure this out. But anyway, that's just an example of how sometimes a plot twist does not work, at least the way I would like it to. Okay, let's throw a stamp here to get back on our track. Okay, where am I at now? I'm missing so much stuff. Ghost Big Dave's going to head out for... Now, you're going to play Breath of the Wild with your dad. Alright, have fun. Enjoy the game with your father, because the game is fun, and fathers can also be fun indeed. As long as they don't hog the controller too much. You'll take turns. Okay, that works good. Or use a second or two-player mod. There is a way to play two-player Zelda Breath of the Wild with just the regular setup. It's one of you uses the red Joy-Con, one of you uses the blue Joy-Con. See if you can play co-op in that way. I tried that with my nephews one time. It's an adventure, definitely, but it's fun to try. Hey y'all, Sailor Pika, welcome to the stream. We're doing a little bit of more focused Korok hunting on Death Mountain. As you'll see, I'm about to catch fire. I think. Maybe not. Pretty soon, though. Do I have the multiplayer mod? I don't, actually, but Ghost Big Dave does have it. And Kate asking, how do you get it? That I don't know. That sounds horrible with the one controller per player. It is fun, though, because like as one person's running around with the blue control stick, the other one has to like aim the arrows and stuff. It's like, okay, stop running! Let me aim! It's even better when you have like motion control activated with this. Because this is, when you, for motion control, this is all that controls the motion. The blue one doesn't. But it's fun co-op. I'm going to throw my anti-flame gear on, because I know we're getting close to the lava zone. Oh, wait, I got a pin. I got to make pins. I don't know why I went for blue first. I messed up, but that's fine. So I've said that Death Mountain is one of the locations that I feel I haven't given a very thorough run-through thus far as hunting Koroks. I mean, I've done decent, I think, but just to be thorough, I have boxed out an area around Death Mountain. That's going to be our focus today, and in between each of our patrol lines, let's call it, I'm going back and see if I can buy some more bugs from Buggit. And we just had a blood moon, so I also got to go find some more stealth-fin trout from some Octoroks, if possible. Your favorite plot twist in Sonic and the Black Knight? Excalibur says, to the knights, Sonic is the king. Isn't that wild? But that's another example of a plot twist. Like, you're fighting the evil King Arthur. And I don't know if I'd say this one was done that well either, because, like, it seemed out of left field, but Merlina, to actually have created the evil knight, why was it chasing her then? Like, I can't remember if they explain it well or at all, but it just seems really odd. Like that's the way Sonic gets pulled into the story. Does she want Sonic in the adventure? For what purpose? I forget. I think it's like she wants to use all the weapons. Or no, the good guys like Knuckles and Lancelot and stuff. They use the weapons. I don't even know anymore. Rivali, I got bats coming after me. Would you work? Man, oh man. Is the knight armor at Hateno Village good? It's very defensive. It starts off with 4 defense apiece. So that's nice. You can upgrade all the way to 28 if you get it up to the 4-star level. So if you're looking for defense, do that at least until you get better stuff powered up. Because this is one set of clothing that does not get a set bonus. Like, for example, the Snow Quill stuff, although the defense is not as great, if you have the entire set bonus for Snow Quill, you are unfreezable. No freezing at all happens your way. So, until you get a second Great Fairy found, I'd say use that soldier's armor and defense it up. It doesn't take too much to upgrade it either. I believe you just need, I think it's just some Bokoblin parts at first. And, it's... No, wait. Bokoblin guts, I believe. And there's another thing you need, too. It might be some choo-choo jelly. I think it's like 3 apiece for each of the pieces. So you go from 4 defense up to 7, I think. Or maybe even 8. But, yeah, early game, I'd say get the soldier's gear, because that'll keep you protected, at least for a decent amount of damage. But as soon as you can get a second Great Fairy, try to focus on upgrading other pieces of your armor for the set bonuses. And we still got the virus still kicking around, sadly. Still no reaction from my mask. I'm gonna pop down here. 'Cause you just never know. If there are any bombable walls, again, if you see anything that is on screen, call it out, folks, in case I miss it. Because I still feel as though we might be looking at a Korok hidden in some sort of bombable hidden cave-like area. But Again, no idea whatsoever. You think Merlin was the one that brought the ghostly King Arthur, and the girl is the granddaughter of Merlin. And the reason she called on it is he's the future King Arthur. But she was the evil one, though. She's the final boss. Why would she want the hero? I don't know. We were talking about like Shadow lore, or Shadow lore was crazy. Sometimes Sonic's lore can be crazy too. All we know though is initially he's Knave of the Wind, thanks to Caliburn. But he upgrades to Knight of the Wind eventually, which is a pretty rockin' song. No matter what people have to say about Sonic games, I will defend the soundtracks, mostly, to the bitter end. Because they have awesome tunes. Okay, so far, obviously, no sign of the Korok just yet. But we're only, I think, 2 energy beetles away from the upgrade we're looking for our Tunic of the Wild. When I get Rivali Gales, I think I will just kind of glide across the lava pits, and if I fall in, big deal, I lose 1 heart. But then again, what are the odds of finding a Korok in the middle of lava? Honestly, there probably is as good odds as finding it anywhere else. Checking my map, we'll see that I've tried going a little bit, like, see, my next stamp is right here. Obviously, I can't land there. I'm going to throw some more pins down right now, just to continue our path. What do you think, folks, in the chat? Should I just fly out to the lava to see if I get any sort of reaction, or just use common sense and realize they're not going to hide a Korok in a lava pit? That would be wild and crazy stuff. Rivali's almost charged up. I'll give it a shot. What if I go out there in the middle of nowhere and I see the sparkle? It's like, how do I get you then? I don't know, but it could be anywhere. Yeah, exactly. Sailor Pika does say you never know. I know there's a part, it's part of the Champions Ballad, where you have to stand on lava to unlock a shrine. But what they do there is they let you put a metal box in the lava, which just reaches the surface of the lava, and then you can stand on it that way. So, potentially that could be another Korok hidden, and who would ever think to try what I'm doing here? Okay, nothing there. Mr. Voxify, you have the Tunic of Twilight. Should I replace it with the Knight Armor at Hateno Village? What are the stats for the Tunic of Twilight? And also, are they is that upgradable? I've never gotten any amiibo equipment, because I don't have any amiibos, first of all. But I think I've heard someone say that you can upgrade the clothing that you get from the amiibos. So I would just say for defense purposes, again, until you can get 2 fairies unlocked, I would say go with your most defensive equipment right now. And then as soon as you can get set bonuses activated by having 2 fairies upgrade your clothing, that's when you want to start switching around. Okay, so the Tunic of Twilight, say it gives you movement bonus at night or something like that. It's like that's when you might want to use it. But don't forget, you can always just switch your clothing in and out on need-to-do basis too. If it does give you a nighttime bonus, then wear that at night, but during the day, throw on your defensive stuff. I think I see a Talus, an Igneo Talus. But I also see a Crag, which I've probably gone up, because the Hero's Path does show it. I'm going to do it again. Oh, you can't upgrade, but you need a Star Fragment. I see. Well, just kill a Lionel. Kill a Silver Lionel. They can give you one. How do you get Star Fragments? Well, sir, at night, starting at 9 p.m., look to the skies, and you may see a shooting star come landing down on the land somewhere. And if you can pinpoint where it's at and get to it, that's a Star Fragment. But also, on rare occasions, super high-level enemies, like, again, Silver Lionels, I think maybe even, like, gold moblins and such, they can drop them as well. But there's also another way to get gold or star fragments. Did you know if you feed the dogs that you find at stables, they sometimes lead you to hidden treasures? So if you have extra apples, acorns, chunks of meat, just start dropping them for the puppy doggies and just spend some time with them. And as soon as they start to walk away, follow them. They'll lead you to a partially buried treasure. Sometimes you get rupees, but sometimes you can find a star fragment from that. And you're probably not close to it just yet, but if you get to... what stable is this here? If you make it to the woodland stable, there's a little boy that wants you... you can only see him during the day, otherwise he's asleep at night. But he wants you to show him barrels floating in the sky. So throw a couple of Octorok balloons on one of the barrels, and it floats up. This is a side quest, by the way, too. And he will give you something that he found one day from the sky, and that is a star fragment. So that is a way to get one as well. But if you don't mind taking a little bit of a journey, I'd say your more reliable and more immediate way would be to find one of the shooting stars landing at night and just track it down to its location. Alright, come on. Korok up here, maybe? Probably not. We'll check anyways. Yeah, the Tunic of Twilight. There's a bunch of different kind of tunics you can get when you scan certain amiibos in the game. Or do they make amiibo cards for that as well? Either way, like I don't have any of them myself. I would love to have like some amiibos for the next game. I don't know if I would use them regularly. Maybe I would use them once just to see what we get. But it'd be cool to show off whatever benefits you can have. I can't see why they wouldn't reinstitute the amiibos working in the future games. Or future game, I should say, the sequel to this one. Just think of all the goodies that we could get from them. That'll be neat indeed. Okay. Continuing onward. So far, no good. But this could lead us to the stealth fin trout that we need. We've got to get 3 more from some Octoroks near the Great Forest. And Buggett might have another energetic rhino beetle for us. Anne Marie says, if you ever go not far from New York or any country, you want to get Vital Hero bracelet Digimon when you go on your holiday in 2023. You should go to Nintendo. You should go to New York, because don't they have a Nintendo World in New York, folks? Does anyone know that? Because I'm sure they have plenty of cool exclusive stuff. Think of the amiibos they'd have there. I do know. Okay. Not that I am one to ask people for stuff, but if anybody ever wanted me, or wanted to get me, the ultimate gift, I saw it a few years ago. They had it at, it might have been actually just the Nintendo World in Japan, but they had the cutest little Alolan Sandshrew plushies, and Alolan Sandshrew is one of the cutest Pokemon ever, and I've been like, if I ever felt like ordering one of those, I would definitely, or if I ever felt like ordering anything, I would definitely order that. I never did. But that would be an interesting little gift, let's say.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Thank you, Rivali. That's a nice gift as well. We can now gale around like the rest of them. Okay, let's just throw a pin here. Lead us to the red. And that'll be done for this little neck of the trek, let's say. Better be able, yeah, you better be able to pet dogs in the sequel. Because the only real interaction you can do with them is just look at them, watch them do stuff, and then feed them food. But if you do feed them enough food, I think it's like maybe 4 pieces. It might differ depending on if it's meat or acorns or whatever, but once you give them around 4 pieces of food, they should take you to a secret treasure. It doesn't always work. Sometimes there's multiple dogs at a stable, and I think only one will be the one that takes you to a bonus, and the other one just eats your food non-stop. So you get a, if after like about 5 to 6 pieces of food the dog does not react, try another dog. First of all, the other one's been fed. Don't let him beg. You know, he knows he's already had enough. But the other ones are starving too. Okay, no Korok on this trek. I'm gonna jump off a cliff. So long, cruel world. If it starts reacting while I'm falling down, I'll be like, whoa, what? Let's see. Yeah, so follow the yellow streak. Like you can sometimes see the shooting star landing, but even if you miss that animation, you will see a yellow light coming from the ground. And yes, go to the pillar of yellow light. There will be a star fragment right there. JR says if it's a red light, it's the DLC's Xenoblade Chronicles magic armor piece. Or not magic, but it is... Where is it? It's the salvager stuff. This actually gives you swim speed up, which is a nice early bonus. Let's see. Amory says you want to get one of those Vital Hero bracelet Digimon because you keep on seeing that on YouTube so many times. You have the app on the phone, and it's good for exercise. And if anyone else has one of those Vital Hero bracelets, you can do verses with someone else's Vital Hero bracelet Digimon. Cool. That's what I wanted. Like, I was hoping when Pokemon Go first came out that it would be able to detect when somebody else walks by with Pokemon Go, and then say if I have like Squirtle set as my partner and someone else has, say, Charmander, if it detects another trainer nearby, I wanted my phone to, like, say Squirtle or whatever, like this, the in-game noises, and then have the other person's phone react with Charmander, and then we look for where the other sound is coming from. We see each other, and it's like the eyes lock, the exclamation point appears, like Pokemon battle. I thought that would have been awesome to like be able to meet new players. That never happened though. See, if Pokemon Go had me writing their stories for them, things would be so different. Okay, where's Buggett? He's got to have another beetle for us by now. I always check the inn first, because sometimes he takes refuge in here. Oops, and I fall off the stairs. I just stare do well. No Buggett? Alright. Am I going to meet him at the bridge again? We keep meeting there. Who here thinks I'm going to meet him at the bridge once more? Let me know. There's a Coco, I believe. Lostly. I already bought all your stuff, Lostly. Stop yelling at me. You think the people should make Pokemon Vital Bracelet? That would be really cool. So something similar where, of course, you can battle when you meet up. But, so does the Digimon Vital Bracelet, does that indicate when there's somebody nearby? Or do you have to, like, see them wearing it or something? Because a nice audio indicator would be cool. Just imagine if someone doesn't know what Pokemon is all about and they're just walking down the street, then they suddenly hear Squirtle, Charmander! And they're like, what the heck was that? And you see two people get out their phones and start fighting. Well, that would be fun. I see you. My Carver! No! My Dana Carver's almost gone. Oh, come on! I threw that for a purpose. Whatever. As long as you don't hit me, we're okay. Haha! I'm so good at dodging them. They can't ever hit me. Look! So you do have to see people wearing it, so there's no other indicator of that. You know what's really too bad about these Yigas? When they shoot the double arrows at you, you don't get to take those double arrows. Like, if they get stuck in your... Well, normally an arrow can get stuck in your wooden shield. But because they shoot two, they don't leave any arrows. That's messed up. I want free arrows. Okay, do you have another beetle for me yet, sir? Please say you do, because I only need 2 more. That's right, just 2 more. It's not a 2 more. Well, hopefully it won't be 2 more soon enough. When you found the extra text with the guy saying, please don't jump off the bridge, did you jump? Oh, you know I jumped. I had my Cryonis block down there. I had to jump. It was part of my search. Oh, he's across the bridge this time. Good work, Buggett. You're making progress. Do you have a bug for me? Please say yes, I do.
Ooh.
What do you got?
Ah.
Yeah, okay, we're getting close. 1 more, and then we got all we need for the upgrade. We're gonna get it in this episode. But now let's go get us some fish. Let's go to the beach north of Laurelin Village. No way! I don't want to kill poor little fishies. They didn't do nothing to me yet. Why am I saying fishies? Why am I thinking fish? I meant bugs. It was funny when the guy's like, wait, no, don't do it. Don't jump. I'll get the last beetle when I buy the last beetle. I still got to do my searching for the Koroks anyway. So it's not like it might save time in a way, but either way, I've still got to spend time looking through Death Mountain anyhow. So with patience, we'll get to that upgrade. I'm a patient person. Join me, if you will. Let's get, I think, just 3 more fishies is what we need here. Let's beat up some Octoroctos to get them. Now, what do you think the odds are that I will not get 3 fishies? That was poorly aimed. Hang on. I'm gonna put up my shields, of course. Why is it going down? Stop it! What just blew up behind me, by the way? Do you see that? Something exploded behind me, and I have no idea what that was. Okay, I'm going over there first, then I'll put up my shields. Bat, leave me alone, Keese. I keep forgetting your name, I apologize. Okay. Get my Stacy's. Get my Rivali. And head over there, get our fish that I know he must have dropped for me. Fishless. Ow. Ow! Why are they so mean at me? I'm only trying to kill them. Okay, let's bust this ice. Ow. I gotta buy more arrows soon. Only down to 88. Nothing but stupid balloons. I hate these Octoroks. They don't give me anything that I want. Okay, you got it. That guy got in my way. Fishless. I know. Any frustration I have is just my own doing, of course. But again, I'm patient. I can do it. If I have the Beetles and the Sheikah Center Plus, I don't think I do have it in my compendium. And from what I know, like bugs and like beetles and stuff, they're not dead, so you can't just set them down and then get a picture of them. The fish you can, because no matter what, as soon as you grab a fish, it's dead, which I don't like. I've picked up fish in the water by accident, and I'm like, oh wait, no, go back in, buddy, I'm sorry. So I go to put him back in the water, but then he just floats because he's dead. I'm like, that's not fair. He just came out of the water. How is he immediately dead? That's messed up. Okay, get over there. Oh, that was the wrong attack. At least I got you, though. Okay, let's go back up. I forgot that Urbosa likes to blast things. But again, we got time to get these fish. I'm gonna look for the forest Octoroks though, because they're usually over here after a blood moon. I only need 3 more of the stealth fins. How do you get the Korok mask? Asks Mr. Voxify. It's one of the DLCs. I think it was in pack number 1, and it's hidden somewhere in the Lost Woods, leading to the Korok Forest itself. Now, a little trick to help you find it, though, would be to take a picture of a treasure chest and then set that as your Sheikah Sensor Plus target. Because that can help you find any treasure chest anywheres. That's always handy. Hey, you! Do you have any fish for me? Please say, yes I do, sir. Have one. Get up. Ooh. 2 fish. We need 1 more. You can easily get it by taking a photo of one on a tree north of Laurelin Village. Yeah, but I don't need to. I'm going to be able to get it next time I buy it from Buggit. piece of cake. Yeah, I'm going to be short 150 bucks, but I got tons of it. I've got 897 bucks. Do not tell me that's the only Octorok that respawned, because that's crazy.
Gale is now ready.
They show up anytime they want to. It's weird. Not just weird, it's annoying. If all the bad guys regenerate, why just the one? But, again, I'm patient. Probably more patient than I should be when things don't work the way they're programmed to work. But oh well. Hey, excuse me, piggy. After one more loop of searching through Death Mountain, we should be able to get at least another fish or possibly the beetle. I'm doing it in the hardest and slowest way possible? Maybe, but that's what I want to do, so there we go. It is getting accomplished. I don't like taking the creatures out of the wild, because, like, they're living their life. I'm not going to ruin their life by stealing them away, despite this being a video game and they don't actually have a life. Everyone plays games the way they want to play them. That crazy goat. Where are you going jumping out of nowhere, right? These animals are wacky. There's no more showing up. Of course not. Why would only one respawn? It's messed up. Alright, let's continue our next path through the Death Mountain area. Looking for this one Korok dude. And as soon as we get that last beetle from Buggett, though, we'll finally get to upgrade. And I'm going to re-dye the suit, too. I've been waiting forever to re-dye the suit. You know what? No, actually, Cade, there is a slower and harder way to do this, which I was doing initially. I have... Initially, I was waiting for blood moons to make sure that the guy restocked his inventory. That was taking way more forever than I would have liked to. So, I'm actually speeding things up from what I was doing initially. Okay, make sure we get our pins for our next leg of the journey. Hey, don't know if we're going to find it. I mean, of course, if you're talking about me doing things the slowest, most difficult way possible, yeah, I know that. Because of this Korok hunt. I could easily look up where it's at. But that's not how I do it. And if they bring back the Korok hunt in the next game, I won't mind it initially, but if I miss one out of the whatever number they have again, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, so here's our next starting point. We're going to throw our travel medallion, if we can. Yes. And off we go. I don't want to put a leaf on here, though. That's going to burn to death. So is that, but whatever. You'd have more money if you didn't necessarily spend it on, or needlessly spend it on things you can easily get. I know, but I would never have a problem with money in the game. You can cook so many things and get a lot of good cash out of it. When you cook, like, I think when you cook a recipe with, like, even just one fish in it, you get, like, 70 rupees. And that's pretty good cash in the pocket. And where he says, you like these animals in the game. It's really fun, and the crazy goats and crazy pig and everything jumping at you from nowhere. You know what animal I don't like in this game? The ostriches here, the Elden ostriches. They seem more aggressive than any other creature I've seen anywhere in this game. Sometimes a goat or a boar will charge at you, but it seems like at least half the time the ostriches choose to attack you other than like just run to protect themselves. And that is just ridiculous. Wait, I gotta switch over my bow too. Let's just grab all the stuff that won't burn, I guess. Oh wait, my bow, there we go. Oh, whoa, there we go. Alright, I think we're good now. Come on now. Rivali! Thank you! I think I've already been through here plenty of times, so we won't see it here. Or sorry, I won't hear it, I should say. Don't breathe fire at me. I hear him breathing behind me. Isn't that creepy when you just hear someone breathing right behind your back? Especially when they breathe fire. We should be burning soon enough. We're getting pretty close to that lava. Let's throw on our anti-fire brigade. Okay. We should be fire resistant now at least. If you cook a meat skewer with all gourmet meat, it's almost 100 rupees per piece of meat. Oh, that's awesome. It's like 500 bucks right there. Or depending on how many pieces you actually cook it with. That's one of the things. Like I was watching, for anyone here that watches the channel Shady Penguin, back when the game first came out, he did a playthrough of it as well. And he says, what's cool about games like this is finding like a trade, sort of like a side job or something, which is how you make money in the game. And one of his favorite things was the cooking, because you just find all the, like, you find 3 Hylian shrooms. I think they sell for 2 or 3 rupees each, but if you cook them into a skewer, they sell for 30. So you get like 10 times the amount by cooking them first. And it's pretty cool to like do that. You can mine for ore if you got the right equipment for it. I guess technically you always do. You get bombs. It's not as reliable because they go the pieces go flying everywhere, but still. Make sure I'm lined up decently proper. It's about right there. But yeah, the cooking, I love it. There's a glitch to get the Master Sword early. Should I get it? Asked Mr. Voxify. It depends on how you want to play it. Because my answer, I am biased in the sense that I don't like to do glitches. I like to play through games as they were intended. So me, I would say I wouldn't do it. But again, like I said just not too long ago, everyone plays games the way they want to play them. So if you feel like it, you go right on ahead. Yeah, we're going to ignore going through the lava, I think. That's probably not going to help us at all. I highly doubt they're going to hide a Korok up there. Best way to get the gourmet meat is killing rhinos and the stags in the North Tabantha region. Yeah, like the moose, right? I think I've had a moblin or bokoblin kill one by accident. Like they shot at me, it missed, and I heard something behind me die. And I saw it dropped out like a piece of gourmet meat. I'm like, that's where that comes from. I had not known. I'm going down here first. Because you never know. Could be a hidden little thingy something. I don't see it. Now let's see if I can climb up. Probably do some jumps. Yeah, we should be able to make this. I mean, I'm so hesitant to get into the yellow stamina because, like, once it's used up, it's gone. But I mean, I gotta remember it's there, and I have food to replace that too, so I shouldn't be as hesitant, I suppose. Did I just hear someone either roar or snore? Oh, I see bubbles. Dude's sleeping. Okay, going down here. I think I've already gone this close to the lava before. Prime meat in skewers is also pretty good money. You don't remember how much. I'll tell you, the one place I found to get gourmet meat, like, again, since I don't try to kill things, the guy that goes from, he goes past, like, through the Dueling Peaks Valley, Mezer, I think his name is, he sells regular meat and prime meat, but when it's raining, he sells gourmet meat, which is neat. Oh, I forgot I don't have Rivali. Okay, I'll just have to walk this on foot. I'll have to hoof it. Link using his own feet for a change. What a novel idea. Because I remember there was one guy at the outskirt stable, I think, saying that, you know, all the meals here are vegetarian meals, and I didn't know they were going to put me on such a far out location when I signed up for the job, and I'm starving. I just need. He specifically calls out for raw gourmet meat, and he's like, and before you get it,
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Thanks, now Rivali. Before you get it, it has to be raw. I'm like, all right. And I was thinking, how am I gonna do that? I don't want to shoot an animal. But then I found that Mezer guy in the rain, and he had the gourmet meat. I'm like, I could get it for, well, not free, but I can get it without killing anybody. Yay! I'm telling you, I'm gonna have an interesting playthrough of the sequel, because even I don't know how I'm gonna handle, you know, at the start of the game, not killing anything. It'll be fun. It'll be a good test, though. Trying to get through the game initially, like not knowing how difficult things might be early on, of me going through not wanting to hurt the animals. Even like not wanting to hurt bokoblins. I told you! I told you I hate these ostriches! There's a sequel? There will be a sequel. It's coming out next spring? I keep thinking they said March, but I'm not sure. But next spring, we're getting Breath of the Wild Part 2, basically. He gives you 100 rupees per piece of raw gourmet meat? Or is that only for the first one? I think... what I remember is he gives you 100 for the first one, then he says he'll give you more, maybe not as much, but maybe it's... It might be 100 per piece. Honestly, I don't know. You little... Ah, it's alright. It only cost me... Okay, that was a ghost ostrich, by the way. We all saw that. A ghostrich, if you will. There's a little crag up here. Let's just give that a quick look-see while we're on the way. Ton of Koroks and Kakariko. I think I got... Well, I don't want to say... I think I got them all, because... Where I've missed one somewhere, it could be anywhere. But I do know I have found a ton of I was gonna say Kakarot. I got a ton of Kakarots in Kakariko. It's max of 5 pieces a day. Oh, okay. 5 pieces per day to get the would be 500 rupees. Nice. Oh, 3 pieces. Either way, if he does give you 100 per piece for the hunters of the world, that's good stuff. Great way to make monies. Like 1 piece gives you that much cash. Not bad at all. And just because I don't do the hunting doesn't mean like I look down on those who play that way. Because like I said, everyone's got their own styles of play. And in the end, it is just a game. So play the way that you have the most fun. Okay. I gotta land on this piece over here. Can I make it? Obviously I can make it. But is there any point? Not gonna be a Korok out here. I think I've already checked this out anyway. So we gotta get all the way to the purple. Now you might be thinking, hey Professor, there's a quick way. There's a shrine right next to that. You are correct. The shrine is inside the crab thing, however, but I still think that'll be quick. Let's go here. How many hearts do you need to get the Master Sword? Indeed, 13 hearts, as Josiah has just answered for me, and for you. Jared has found 3 so far, 3 Koroks. Very nice. Like, as soon as you're able to get really high up on some of those rounded peaks, there's a few up there too, and some more like around, in and amongst those peaks as well. Okay, slow motion. Here we go. It was a ghost ostrich indeed. You see it disappear before our very eyes. Oh, you got blurry screen. Okay, yeah, Cellular Pika says, refresh the stream. That might be a bit of lag. Is anyone else seeing any blurriness or lag? If so, let me know, because it might be on my end. I'm just glad we don't have the black blinking anymore. We started the stream off for the first, like, 5 minutes. It kept flashing black screen for whatever reason. Beats me. So if things look fine for Cellular Pika, okay, awesome. What if the last Korok was in that crab claw? Pretty sure it's not. I think I've already checked it. You actually refreshed a few times already. Okay, maybe just wherever you're at, your internet is going slower then. Yeah, Josiah is good. Anne-Marie's not lagging. There are 2 shrines, Mr. Voxify, but to get the second shrine, you have to do all the side quests in the village. And if you want to know what the side quests are, I should always ask first before, you know, do you want spoilers or not? But this isn't too much of a spoiler. If you go into Impa's house, right by the left of the door, if you're on the way out, there'll be a book that if you read it, you see all the, say, like the troubles and trials that people are having in the town. And if you fix everybody's problems, that will then open up a shrine quest to find the second shrine in Kakariko. It has to do with that Chica heirloom, that orb that Pi is taken care of in Impa's place. You better hide. Did everybody know about the trick about those Rock-to-Rocks, where if you throw a rusty piece of equipment into them, they actually essentially blacksmith it back into decency? I didn't. I tried it once. Turns out you gotta be really quick to prepare to catch it, or have it facing toward a wall, so whatever it spits out, it bounces back in, back onto the ground. Yeah, I got the one in, I don't know if it's in Daruk's mouth, but it's in one of the mouths of the Gorons. I know Daruk has one on his thumb when he has his hand stretched out, and there's another one on his shoulder, I think. Let me see. Yeah, there's one here on his shoulder, one here. I guess it's on one of his fingers. But this Goron head here, there's one in his mouth, and that's funny. Just that you got to go in there to get it. I like the placement of it. It is cool. Okay, a few more stamps to go, and then we'll head back and see if Boogut has our final Boog. Which, after all this time, I think he should. And then maybe we can get one final fish as well. Okay, let's just stamp this. Alright, off we go. It's weird having a Flamebreaker suit that you're not completely immune to fire, but that's alright. That's how they want to play the game. That's fine. Get me out of here, Rivali. How many shrines have I done? Ask Mr. Voxify. I've done all 120, plus the DLC shrines as well. Yeah, all 120. Getting the Suit of the Wild, the tunic, the cap, and the trousers, that's your reward. Spoilers. But that's your reward for getting all 120 shrines complete. Alright, no mask reaction just yet. I assume there's nothing up here. I'm going to use my yellow stamina. I want to hurry up. I can reclaim it, of course, with a simple piece of food. It is funny, yeah, the one in the mouth there, though. If they do bring back the Korok hunt, and they keep, like, from what I've heard, they want to use the same map, at least, you know, I'm sure they'll have to make some changes to it here and there, but it wouldn't make sense to move, say, Death Mountain, Zora's Domain, anything like that. So things will probably be primarily in the same locations, but could you imagine if they redo a 900 Korok hunt once again, and having to find new places for all 900? Wonder what intern gets that job. It's basically, yeah, here's our, you attacked me, I heard you. You better run. That's what it is. They think I'm Wile E. Coyote. Mr. Sharkbite's broken the like button. Thank you for doing so. Now fix it. But I appreciate your continuous breakage of said like button. And Marie's just been watching, what's that? Since all meets their future kids. They ask, who's your mom and dad? And they point at them and they blush. What? You're not supposed to break the timeline like that. They don't know anything about Back to the Future. Don't they know that knowing the future can be disastrous? It could cause a paradox. It could be like crossing the streams in the Ghostbusters. What if crossing the streams in Ghostbusters caused a paradox in Back to the Future? That would be crazy. Do you guys hear they want to redo Back to the Future, like reboot it? And I think Tom Holland is who they have like picked out to play Marty. What do you guys think about that? For those of you who know and love and adore and crave Back to the Future, maybe like I do, what is your opinion of them doing a reboot of it or a remake? I mean, I understand. They didn't get things right in the timeline. They went to the year 2015 in the movie. We had flying cars, hoverboards, hologram movies. Sure, we don't have that. But I don't care. Well, technically, the only thing I care about not having that they showed was the hoverboard. If you're going to have anything by 2015, I don't care about the self-lacing sneakers, about the the $50 Pepsis. I don't need that. I want hoverboard. But they didn't do it. So, okay, so I just saw Cade. You say they'll have to change the map to make the castle float, obviously. And that's what I realized, too. Like, other parts might float, and I just had a vision in my head. What if Death Mountain is floating? Wouldn't that be crazy? Okay, let's take a quick little visit over to Korok Forest. Why? I don't know. I just want to pop in and say hi to them. And Marie says, you want to see on the next Zelda game when you jump off the bridge, the guy says don't jump. Wonder if he will still do that. Yeah. Kermit Defrog. Did I say Kermit Defrog? Did I do a voice? That's how bad my short-term memory is. My roll shield's almost broken. No! What do I do with it? Whee! I slide it across the forest floor to make it more sturdy. That's how I do it. It's tough love. Gotta strengthen it up that way. Okay, let me grab a quick nap here in the belly button of the tree. It's free, after all, but we don't get any bonus hearts for it. So that's fine. I'm gonna sleep. It's 12:55 p.m. Let's sleep till evening. A good, like, 8 hours sleep. That should be fine. Just all different... different songs. The future kids, the creator who made them says, meet your future kid, and that's why they blush when they say, who's your mother and father? Oh, they pointed then. Alright, I'm good, sir. Thank you. Let's go buy a bug. This has to be it. Death Mountain would be so cool floating. Yeah, that's what I was picturing too. Having like the lava flows dripping down from above into like basically if all that was beneath it was like a crater left behind, you see that all like a huge pool of lava. It would actually look like underneath Ganon's tower in Ocarina of Time. Remember how all the lava was just kind of like in a pit flowing to the center? That would look pretty awesome. What about Zora's Domain? That could be floating and the water could be flowing down. Gerudo Desert, chunk of that could be up there, sand pouring down. They could do a lot of cool things if they have major landmarks taking to the skies and not just the castle.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
If the castle was like that, though, do you think they'd actually have like streams of malice flowing down from it? Because that might look actually pretty interesting also. Then Rito Village, nothing but like, you know, a bunch of feathers flowing down. I'm trying to think, what would it be? Wind? No, like wind would probably go everywhere. But feathers, though. A constant stream of feathers flowing down around the outskirts of Rito Village. That could be a thing. Okay. Please say you got the last bug. I want to upgrade our suit. Just to finally say we've done it. If he's not ready yet, I've got patience, though. As I say, I can do one more line of searching on Death Mountain. I might go see if I can scrounge up another Self-fin trout, though. Only need the one. Sounds kind of more, but the feathers? Yeah, exactly, because it's like, well, where are all those feathers coming from? Which Rito is losing not much hair? Figuratively speaking, of course, you know. I would assume Ritos style their feathers as if they were hairstyles. Honestly, though, of course, we know that Rito Village is in the middle of Lake Totori, I think it is. So it probably would be water as well, but I'm trying to think. What Zora's Domain would have the water? What would Rito Village have that sets it apart? Just like, honestly, they probably wouldn't have anything, but they probably have a lot of like birds flying all around underneath it. And then maybe like a rare feather flying around. So that would be kind of interesting, like a whole flock of birds just filling up the space beneath it. Alright, Bucket. Please give me the last beetle. Please be here. Last I left you were around here. There he is. That's gotta be him. That's not Broca. That's not Del Broca Vista. Wind currents would make the most sense. That is Broca. You cheater. You're not a bug dude. Out of my way. Hello, friend. I'm your buddy. You don't even care about me. No, I'm your friend. There we go. How'd you do that, Bucket? You evaporated out of nowhere.
Ah.
Yes! I'll buy it.
Ah.
I am a good customer. Yes, I am. Thank you. Pillow fight in Zelda. Who is the struggle shop girl? That would be either the girl at the arrow shop or it's Losley. I can't remember who calls them that, but so the girl that stands outside the clothing shop, to get her side quest, you have to go talk to her at night. She goes into her home. I forget what time she goes at. I'll go back to Kakariko and I'll show you what house is hers. Okay, you take care of her too. I'm going to leave you with a bomb arrow, dude. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Alright, Kate has to go soon. Alright, visible wind currents. Oh yeah, the wind looks like it could be lifting up the island. That'll be cool. And you have to go soon. Well, I'll try to get... Well, I will get this next upgrade in just a moment. We'll all get to see what our next upgrade is going to be. And also, Dazzling Shell, I believe, had mentioned that at our third stage of upgrade, we get some sort of other bonus. But I still don't know if that's true or if they accidentally thought the second level power-up is what we get. But one sec, let's switch back over to here for now. So, Losley, first but not Losley, is normally out here. She's the girl that stands out here, but she goes, I believe it's this house towards the back, past this burning fire. And I think it's across the bridge, and I believe this is her house over here. I'll make sure for you. She has a mission wanting fireflies, which is not hard to do. The fireflies were so pretty. I didn't think I'd ever see them again. Thank you, Mr. Hero. You're welcome. Alright, let's suit up as the proper hero of the wild. And let's go talk to a great fairy, shall we? Because we gots the goods. Let's see if we do get a Stage 3 bonus as well. Because right now our Stage 1 bonus is Master Sword Beam increased in power. Don't want to chop any trees while I'm here, though. Whee! So that's pretty cool. But there might be something even more impressive in our future. What if it does, like, you know, triple sword beams? They go in like a spread shot pattern, like from Contra. So if that's not the girl that's there, that having struggles there, JR Gaming, then that would be the girl at the arrow shop that's just right across from the general store where they sell the carrots and all that. As far as I can remember, that's all there is for the side questies. And any fairies here for me to snag, or am I good on fairies? I think I'm probably good on fairies. Alright, at long last, Kotera, please upgrade my wild suit. Enhance away. So it's only Stage 3, though. It's going to go up to 18 defense. Yes, please. Close your eyes when there's something not nice to see when you see this fairy lady does it. That's not... Well, you could say this is kind of creepy. This is not as bad, but it's level 4 that is all like... So, I'm going to say this is okay here. She just wants a little kissy. Who wouldn't want a little kissy kiss from Link? Yes, enhance away. Going up to our Stage 3. It's night and she won't give you your side quest. I can't remember. I think other people have had a problem with that too. I don't remember how it exactly activates. You might need to talk to her during the day first. I'm not sure. Maybe just try leaving and coming back in. Like, just try talking to her a couple of times. And if that doesn't work, just try doing all the other side quests for the time being, and maybe for some reason she needs to be the last one, because she was the last one that I did. Alright, we're good for now. Thank you, ma'am. Link, it's not so much Link giving the fairy lady a kiss, it's more like Link standing there allowing her to kiss him, I think. So this, okay, set bonus is still the same. Master Sword Beam up. That's fine. Now, first of all, I want to go die. Real quick. I'll be back in a little bit here. And then we want to see what the last upgrades are going to be. Oh, I meant DYE, by the way. Change the clothes. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna let you folks tell me if you know where the color scheme comes from. Because I've wanted to do this for a little while. I'm excited to do it. You might be thinking, oh, we're gonna go purple, right? Because purple is the 4th link in Four Swords Adventures. And purple's also your favorite color, Professor. Well, shockers, I'm not doing purple. I'm doing something else. First of all, let me take my clothes off. Keep the hat. Alright, we want to dye my hat, please, for 20 bucks. Yes, dye. Okay, so we're going to go with a nice... Yes. We're going to go with a nice bright yellow. 5 ingredients. We got banana. We got Zappa shroom. We can do a bird egg. Not topaz, that's money. Do a chew jelly. And do a bat. Alright, 20 bucks. Let's do it. Link's gonna get freaked out 3 times here, watch. Red is your favorite color, Anne-Marie? Cool. I'm taking the red away from you, though. I'm sorry. I'm a beast monster. I have a yellow hat. Yahoo! Alright, now I gotta dye another piece a different color. Take the hat off and put on the tunic. Hello to Montse, welcome back to our stream here today. I got my 3rd upgrade for the Suit of the Wild. I'm gonna do a color scheme change on it. Then we'll see what we need for the final upgrades. Alright, take her easy, Cade. You say you haven't played any other Zelda game, or any older Zelda games. You should try some of them for sure. There's many good ones. But take her lady. I misread what you said there, Sleepy. I thought you said, hi, Monse, and you killed Cade. Where did I see the word killed? I've been killing too many creatures in my other file, I think. Okay, we're going to go with blue. Okay, 5 ingredients. Let's do a chill shroom. Let's do 5 chill shrooms. Because everything else I have barely any of. 20 rupees, yep. 60 bucks. Yes, 1 more Korok still left to find. I'm checking Death Mountain for the most part right now. JR found Buget! Buy them beetles now while you have a chance. Everything else he sells, well, even the energetic beetle is good, but he gives you a lot of stuff for restoring stamina, like making food and stuff out of that. So if you want stamina restoration, he's got your stuff for you. Alright, 1 more clothing to dye. It's going to be our pants. Yes, dye, please. Has anyone guessed yet what color scheme this is? We want to go with orange. Do a Volt Fruit, do an Endura. Let's do a Pumpkin, Mighty Thistle. And let's throw an Eyeball in the mix. Yeah. Okay, 60 bucks down the drain, but it's worth it. Because if I throw on this whole suit, you'll see. Careful, Link. No! And down he goes. Excuse me. Finally, I get to put on this new Suit of the Wild. Can anyone sort of recognize what this color scheme means? I'll leave it with you guys for a little bit. I'll explain later, if nobody guesses it. Alright, enough of that. Let's head back to the Great Fairy and see what our next set of upgrades will require. So I don't need to buy any more of these beetles. I'm just fixing up my shopping list here. That's done. Oop. That's done. Delete. What if we already have everything we need, and I have to immediately rechange the color scheme? I'm assuming we're going to need 2 parts of the dragons once again, though, because every upgrade thus far has needed certain dragon parts. We're going this way. We finally get a new Link to look at. Don't climb the tree, Link. Still the same old bad habits, apparently. Stop! It's like one of those fairgrounds when the trapdoor drops you down, you have the ball at the target. Yeah, basically. Like they hit the baseball at the target exactly, and then you have to get dunked in. Except there's no target. Link just falls. More of a timed thing. Master Sword and Hylian Shield. Yes, but the color scheme is from a previous game. Okay, what do we need now? That's not too bad. We need a total of 3 star fragments, and I have 6. So that's already done. We just need shards of the horns of the dragons. Cool. Let me mark this. Like, that won't take too long to get it all. What time is it in game? I can't see right now. I can probably get... I've already got 1 shard of Dinral's horn. We get 1 from Nidra, 1 from Farosh. I kind of want to stick with this scheme a little bit longer, though, but... I mean, the color scheme, but I would like to max out the defense as well, too. Okay, so all I need is 2 horn Farosh, Nidra, 1 Dinral. And that's that. Dragons, is that it? Not quite. This color scheme, when you get the blue tunic in The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, this is what colors he wears. Now, it's weird. He gets the blue tunic, yet his hat turns yellow and his pants and shirt turn orange. So I don't know why they chose those colors, but I mean, I kind of like the mismatched color of it. It's just interesting and unique. I think that's kind of cool. So when I get the next set of upgrades, it'll be the red tunic from Link to the Past. Just to keep things interesting. However, before I do take on the final showdown against Calamity Ganon, I'm going to go back to classic green for Link. I'm going to undye the suit. Because, like, we want to see him win with the classic green, right? But for a fun time, for those of you who have beaten Calamity Ganon and Dark Beast Ganon, do so wearing the Phantom Ganon armor. You get a really interesting cutscene showing Princess Zelda thanking Phantom Ganon for saving Hyrule. If that ain't messed up, I ain't know what does. Alright, let us switch off of our... switch back to our metallic stuff. Off the Falco bow. Excuse me. Let's use this broken shield. Excuse me again. Okay, let's throw some more pins. Now that we have this suit, we should be able to find the Korok with no problem at all, right? Then maybe after this, I'll see if we can get 1 more Stealth Fin Trout to power up the Sheikah suit. Because, I mean, honestly, after this, there's not much more that I have to do other than just find this last Korok, which may or may not be possible. Wait a minute. What line am I following? More like that. Okay. That's not the stamp I wanted. Excuse me, princess. Exactly, I'll go back to those colors. No, excuse me, princess. Wasn't ready. They're trying to burn me. Look at these colors for Link. I love it. Hang on. I'm going to find that link. I'm going to show you his picture. Let me open up my Googles. Okay, Googles. I'm going to look up Link to Past Blue Tunic. And I went to a place that has no pictures. Awesome. Let's go back. Let's go to image search. That makes a little more sense. Someone has stole my idea! I'm looking here on Google search. They've already done it on Breath of the Wild. You jerks! Why is it showing me? There we go. I'll just show you this picture. One sec. We're gonna say right there. Well, this will be interesting. It's a PNG file. Okay. Add source. Image. So that's what the colors are like. So the initial link, you know, is all green there. I guess I should have went light yellow for the hat, but I don't care. Whatever. Close enough. Blue shirt, yellow. He's actually supposed to have like orange. When I first saw the picture, it looked orange. But anyway, then the final suit's going to have a purple hat, red tunic, and like a green... Since we can't really see his legs in these pictures, I'm going to say green trousers. So, that's what I'm doing for my color schemes. And now you know the rest of the story. Okay. 3:20 a.m. I'll wait till the next night time to get the dragon horns. What the heck? Hang on. Close that now. There we go. Oh, anime went full excuse me on that one. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me, princess. He says it's really long, but much better than mine. Nicely done, anime. Anime knows the scoop. Who here seriously actually watched that Zelda cartoon back in the old days? I did. It was on the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, but I think it was only on Fridays that they had Zelda episodes. The other 4 days of the week, it was like a weekly or a week daily series. It was Mario. I think initially it was starting in Mario 3, which is funny because well, I guess it was the newest game at the time. But when you think about it, Mario 1 and 2 didn't have their own shows. But whatever. Mario Brothers 3 had the series, and then eventually it went into Mario World. Because again, that's where the games made it to. That's where they progress at that point. JR Gaming saw that on a YouTube, looks like a YouTube video, I believe. Yeah, it gets around. It's a classic. Whoop. But I can't believe all the millions of the people in the world that have played this game 5 years ago when it first came out, someone stole my idea for these colored suits. How dare they? How dare they? They have a time machine. They traveled to today and found out my idea and stole it. I'm getting no copyright off it. I'm also burning to death. I'm also not wearing my Korok mask because I'm an idiot. We'll assume I didn't miss any yet. I highly doubt that I did. I've seen it on an animation. Emery, you did see it back in the day. You enjoyed it when he shoots the Warden? What's the Warden? And, Princess said, nicely done, hero. And he says, excuse me, princess. You know what's a really cool version of Link? And I say this completely sarcastically. The Link from CDI Zelda games. I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos. You know what I can't wait for? Dodongos. We don't have them in this game. Dodongos are like a staple Zelda enemy. They were there since the Zelda 1. Also, like the likes. We haven't had them in this game. We want them. What else are we missing? Well, I've said before, the dragons, such as like Gleeok and Aquamentus, like it'd be cool to see them back in 3D with how realistic the graphics have become. Just imagine those dragon beasts being enemies in this game. Who wouldn't want to fight them? Especially with the aerial mechanics. Like I've said this before, but since Nintendo has prepared some sort of new aerial maneuverability for Link in the sequel, just him fighting a giant dragon in the air, with preferably with Divine Beast Von Meadow assisting him, that would be amazing. That would be worth the price of admission right there. And by admission, I mean retail purchase price. Okay. Highway to the danger zone, Will Robinson. Let's cut across this way. It's kind of sad now that I have the suit. I can't wear it for the most part because we're going to get melted. But C'est la vie. Que sera, sera, as they say. I'm not sure if either of those sayings apply here, but I'm just saying. Tread carefully, Link, and carry a big stone crusher. Now, I'm assuming... No, never mind. I'm assuming nothing. I thought I would have gone up this spire already, but I'm going to go check it out in a momentarily. And that moment is today. Let's go, Rivali. You'd like to see those Corsa powers in this Zelda game. Which powers is that? Let me think. I'm not sure which powers those are. But what if they actually brought back things like the Bombos Medallion and the Ether Medallion and the Quake Medallion? I guess you kind of get similar stuff with the champion abilities. Kind of. Really, the only offensive one of them all would be Urbosa. Although Daruk can be used, not only defensively, but to deflect beams back at Guardians, for example. Okay, let's keep staying on this shoreline as long as we can. Actually, there's nothing in the middle that we're going to be missing out on, because I think the next pin's going to be over here on the other riverbank, let's call it. See, Koroks can live here. Josiah is fixed to have dinner and watch the Orville. Good luck. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Where did Korok go? Oh, he's got steamed out. Enjoy your foods. Eric 45 Cave. How many Koroks are left? A single Korok. Hidden somewhere in Hyrule. I ain't know where it is. But I'm doing a little bit of extra exploration here of Death Mountain, because this is one spot that I think I may have missed it at. I didn't give it a super thorough look through the first time I came through here. But honestly, so I've checked out all of Hyrule thus far in our series, and off screen. I didn't do it all together with the viewers here, because I didn't want to put them through all of this. But I still haven't found it. I have no clue where it's at. No, there's a cave here. I've been through that, I think. Not in this file, obviously, but I'm gonna get up, get my stamina restored if I can. Can I cheese it out here, maybe? And then I'll take a wander in through that cave. Whoop! I guess we can restore it here. Okay, let's get Rivali charged up again anyway. Go ahead. Fire up. We'll wander in through this cave. This connects us to the south mine, I believe. Ow, I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning. But I got plenty of hearts and Mipha's Grace. So obviously, y'all can agree, ain't no Koroks in this cave. The mask would have reactivated. I'm burning, I'm burning. But I can take it. I can take it. Ah, I'm burning. See? No worse for wear. Up we go. Oh no, they're chasing me. Get out of here, Keese. I don't like you guys. Don't even. I gotta keep my jumps. Oh no, there's two of them. Ow! I think I lost them. There's no way they can follow me that short of a distance, right? Uh-oh. I think they spotted me. Run! No! Leave! Get away from me! They're in my hair! Ah! Ah! Wait, can I stand here? Wait! Wait! Ow! Stop it! Stop it! I will Urbosa's lightning, you guys! There, now we're good. Okay. Leave me alone! Stop it! Ow!
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Thanks, Rivali. Perfect timing. to be a punk. Made it. Now, you guys, I have a little more patience with, at least for now. Stop it. I mean it. Yeah, you better back away. They knew better. Alright then. Back to the Korok hunt. I like how those bats actually had some common sense in their brains. They're not called bat brains for a reason. I mean, for no reason. Whatever. We're going to the purple mark. Wait, where am I off target at right now? So we're about here. Ah, that's fine. Let's go down here a little bit. This game's fun when you don't want to hurt things. As long as you have, like, the life to be able to not hurt them, you know. Do I want to jump down here? No. No, I do not. Because we've already gone across that island, and I should have been able to detect anything around that part of the land. So let's just keep going. We're good. I'm not sure how much longer I'll go for today. Because the thing is, with this, I want to keep searching with you guys watching, but I don't want to waste too much time, you know? Where do you find acorns, asks JR. So, sometimes you can randomly find them near any trees, but if you want to try to speed up searching for that, go ahead and knock down trees, like in the forest. Bombs are a good way to do that so you don't waste any durability of your weapons. And they can occasionally, like, usually a tree will drop one item. It's either a Korok leaf, a tree branch, or an acorn. So if you need a bunch of acorns, you're having trouble finding them, just knock some trees down. That would be my suggestion for it. Okay, I got off target, I think. I guess we're following this line by the shores. Excuse me. Wowzers. Go great past the armor shop. It's hard to follow these lines sometimes. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this instead. Let's put this tag near the H in hero. This generally gives us at least somewhat of a straight line. And I can, of course, like I said before, use the side of the screen to level them out. That should be close enough at least. Alright, we're on the move. You say, it's not a waste, you could watch me all day? Well, awesome. I mean, I don't know if I would ever want to stream all day. Who here would be down for a 24-hour stream someday? Bear in mind, I am likely not to commit to that. I'm just curious. 24 hours? You know there'd be parts in between where I'm like taking a good 15 minutes to like eat food on stream. What if we were to do... Okay, again, I'm not committing to this, but what if we were to do... You were right there, man! To do a 24-hour stream when the sequel comes out. Maybe I could be talked into doing that. You know, ordering a pizza, have a few slices in between some parts here and there. That might be cool. It'd be like having like a sleepover with everybody. You know, partway through I get in my pajamas. we all just cuddle up with like a stuffed animal and a nice warm blanket. I probably wouldn't have to. Well, actually, you know what? Since it's coming out in springtime, it might be cold enough to need a blanket. You saw one streamer do 48 hours? I'll tell you this, though. Okay. Let's put this as a hypothetical. If I did do a 24-hour stream, I'd want to do some sort of charity event for it. So, call it, you know, link to the... This is a dumb idea right now, top of my head. Link to the cash. And have, like, raising money for a worthy charity in the city here or something, maybe. I would have to figure out how to make that happen, though, because when a stream is done, it does show me a breakdown of how much was made, so I could easily just donate that when it comes in. But I'm sure there's like websites that can kind of confirm or do charity things for you. Oh wait, here's the one in the mouth by accident that Cade was talking about. Twee! I'm inside of Goron's mouth, everybody. See this? Do you believe this? That's a Goron's teeth. Okay, let's not dwell on that too much, I guess. We got more Koroks to find, not that one. Ew, smelly armpit. Smells like sulfur. Oh, let's see here. That would be pretty fun if I could survive it. I'd probably want to sleep for a whole day before, because look at me right now. Just thinking about it, I'm like, oh. Yeah, I'd probably want to get plenty of sleep beforehand. Probably, like, shut off all online connectivity and just, like, go comatose in my bed for a day beforehand. And then start off the day with a whole bunch of, like, well, I don't drink energy drinks, but energy drink type stuff, like, maybe a bunch of hot chocolates. Whatever could keep me awake. Because I've always liked the idea of doing some sort of charity fundraising thing. My concern most of the time is that the attendance is not as big as I would like it to be for raising money. Because, like, if I have a big charity event, but there's only about 4 or 5 people that show up, it's like, well, how much will we actually be able to raise? But maybe if it's a charity event, that would encourage more people to show up. So I don't know. There's a lot of potential logistics to figure out and assumptions to assume, for starters. Alright, we are here in the abandoned North Mine, I think this is. Which, I don't know why it's still abandoned if Va Rudania is working again. I'm pretty sure I've already... Let me just check the map. Yeah, I've gone all around this place, see? Henry probably has plans. Our plans is 24 hours playthrough. You'll probably be tired. Yeah, I mean, I will be too, but I'll put in the effort to be here. So should you. If you want. You know what? Have I checked the top of this tower yet? I know I've gone up the stairs. But I don't know if I've checked the bone pieces at the top. Let's just hope these guys don't mind having company. You guys don't mind having a visitor? No, house inspection? That sounds like they hate it. Sounds like too bad for them, though, because I'm doing it anyway. Well, I think we should be able to detect it from here, but... let's go up anyway. Yeah, nothing. Alright. Where am I going? Where's my purple pin? Ah! If only it was here. This would be awesome. But this is just gems, I think. Stupid, stupid Korok. Excuse me. Okay, let's go... Wow, stop it! I hate when I hit those wrong buttons. Okay, we'll pin this. Just to give us, like, a straight line to start. Obviously, we're not going to check out that whole, that pin and all that lop. Stop hitting that button, me! Thanks, you! Okay. I guess I gotta stop hitting X. I don't need X to come up. I'm Dumbo. I'm a Dumbo Jumbo. I'm a Jumbo Dumbo. Get off, Korok. Okay. Exactly. Show yourself, Korok. End the madness. So... I'm going to just jump towards the red. We're not going to make it, obviously, but... Rivali, you punk! Alright, I'll do it on foot. Or by hand, actually. We're climbing. Stamina? Do not fail me now. I'd have to think, what charity would I want to race for, too? Excuse me. But I am liking the idea of doing a 24-hour stream when the new game comes out. I will say one concern I have, though, is I've heard from a number of sources that I've mentioned this before, but when a new game comes out, like one of Nintendo's main IPs, the intellectual properties, they're pretty careful, let's say, of who they allow to raise money from, or raise money from it. So obviously, if I was I don't know if I'd be able to monetize it myself for my own gain, but if it is a charity raising or fundraising thing, maybe they would be okay with that. I guess the only way to find out would be, I guess, first of all, to ask them if I could get in touch with somebody. Oh, hey, Dinral. Hey, I need your horn, buddy. Can you come up here to the Death Mountain area for me, please? Thank you. Let's get up top here. Alright, Amory's got to head for your bedtime. Good night, have a good evening, and try to get yourself back to 101%. If you can. We'll probably be ending off this here soon-ish as well anyway. How much more do we have to do with my... Yeah, look, there's still all this we haven't gone through yet. I'm just wondering, how much more of this do I want to subject everyone to? After this line, I'm going to see if there's more stealth and trout respawn, let's say. And if so, we'll upgrade the Sheikah suit. And I don't know, we'll see what I feel like after that. I don't want to do too much gliding like that either, because what if it's down near the ground and I glide over it and my mask doesn't detect it? We're not going to get the horn! He's gotten away too quick. No! No! Yeah, you better hide. Okay, look at... I didn't know he goes that close to this dragon. Look at... That's neat. There's so many places this thing could be. And it turns out there's so many places that it's not. Again, I've said before, I'm tempted to well, no, never mind. I was going to say, I'm tempted to go and check the normal mode map and see, did I just forget to stamp one over? But I've done that. And there's the fact that I definitely only have 899 in normal mode 2. Which means I do not have them all in either file. I've also wondered, is there a thing where like maybe you need to bring 899 to Hestu and then he gives you one? But I tested that on my normal mode and it's not the case. If you come to him with your 899, he's like, I think there's still some forest spirits who would love to meet you. I'm like, can you tell me where? Can you give me an idea where it might be? Please? And of course he doesn't. Wow! Rocks from heaven. Links from heaven. Who did that? Chill out. Oh god. Okay. Let's go and see if there's some trout for us to get. There's like for something as simple as find the 10 Zora monuments. The guy gives you hints on where they're at. Why do you not get any hints for the Koroks? I mean, even if in game, like I know people have said I can give you a hint, and I'm like, no, I shut you guys down, which I don't do in a rude way. Maybe not. I don't intend it in a rude way, let's say. But if in game they give you the information, then that I would accept, because it's like, okay, the game tells you this and this. Okay, that guy's still dead. Yeah, figured. He could give me one, but I don't have anywhere to blow him to. Is this flat to the goop? Nah, there's not. Well, hang on. I don't think that would work. But there's only some way to get him onto like a flat surface. Daruk, I'm deflecting properly. Come on now. What is happening? Is it hitting? It's hitting the wood. Okay. Ow, it hit me face! It hit me face! So we get to see what it gives me, that's fine. Lizard foes, no! Bye. Maybe the ones in the forest could have respawned if I'm lucky? I don't know. Probably, well, there's probably none here. Obviously, this thing's not going off. Let me go up in here. We just need one more fishy. Maybe the ones up in the upper area have respawned. We'll see. I'm losing steam on this, I'm telling you. Because I'm thinking, like, I don't want to keep doing non-progress on the streams. And to me, not finding the Korok and searching for it constantly is non-progress. So I might very soon put this stream series on a hiatus until we get the last Korok, so that we can then finish up with actual productive things like the Blight battles once again, Monk Mazkoshia, or sorry, Master Mazkoshia. Okay, this guy's not here. I don't think there's nothing over here. I hear bats. Bats don't give fish, though. Bats are fishless. Can we find one down here? Oh, this one's back. Hey, I was like, excuse me, I'm in the fog. Well, I'm in the bog. What are you doing? Oh, that's right, Link. What was that nonsense about? If only I could land those Octoroks on land. They don't have any platforms to land on. The best I can think of is if I could hit it and land it in the middle platform that I land on. Let me try one thing. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try. We're at the Mog Halen Shrine, which is cool. I didn't find this one too bad. This is the Trial of Wood, where you gotta bring all your wooden equipment in. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Can I get an angle on them from anywhere decent? Like if I could shoot them from up here? Without the fog eating me? Nope. The fog is eating me. Why do they make these guys impossible? What blew up again? Okay. Bear with me as I try some experimentation.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Thank you, Rivali. Okay, so you're there. Ow. I'll take the hits. I'm trying to figure out a good angle to hit you from. Can I put ice behind you? Well, I can. Don't hit me. My shield! There's no one. Stop it. Let me put ice. I hate these guys. They're the worst kinds of humans ever. Can I hit you onto land? Get a single shot bow here. Wait a minute. If only you could pull stuff out of the bog water. And I hate that it puts you back at this stupid start. If only there was some sort of flat metal thingy I could put in the bog, have their goodies land on it, and then like levitate that up, or magnesis that up, I mean. You know what they should make in the next game? Metal arrows. And by that I mean arrows that turn things into metal. Because then you can turn anything into a magnetisable object. If I get over to the tree behind one of them, I might be able to... Hey, a wooden treasure box, neat. Don't fall in, don't fall in, don't! Okay, we're gonna end off here, because I'm not accomplishing anything. I'm leaving this place. Let's head back to... Let's head back into Korok Forest, I guess. We'll walk. We're walking back in. I hope you studied. Give me a map of Koroks to study, and I will study. I guarantee you, sir. Show me in-game how to find this last Korok, and I'll do it. What if it suddenly started shaking here as I'm walking through the forest? I honestly think if not a single Korok yet has appeared here, then it's not hidden in the Korok Forest. Hey, Hestu! You enlarged all your inventories! Shakalaka! Thanks to you, my maracas sound so shaky-ly. But there may still be some children of the forest out there. I'm sure they'd still love to meet you. Very helpful. Very helpful. What time is it in game? 3:40 a.m. You think I still got time to get some horn shards? I think we might. Let me rest up. Let me not rest up yet. Because if I rest, it goes into 5 a.m. If I need, I can eat food. Let's go here. No, you know what? Hang on. I got an idea. Let's meet Nadra where Nadra comes from. Let's head up to Mount Lanairu. We're going to come down on it from behind this time. We're going to sneak attack it. We're going to golden bow, boom, knock a piece of its arrow off. Arrow? Horn with an arrow. And then I gotta find Feroce, usually hanging out around the Bridge of Hylia. At least that'll give us one of each horn, because we already have one of Dinral's. And then we just need one more of each, and we can upgrade our super suit. What would the final defensive power be? I don't even know. Okay, so Nidra should be heading off to the, excuse me, west of Hyrule from here. Oh, I don't have my snow boots on. Oh, well. I guess I'm a little slower than usual. That's assuming Nidra is still out and about at this time of night. Or I guess time of morning, it's 4:20. We better blaze it! Where you at, my dragon friend? Don't you be dragging your heels, I want to see you on time here. It usually cuts its way through the snowfield over this way. Can't even see a thing in front of my face. And it heads towards the Lanairu Promenade, which I think we're on the right direction to get to. What if it's behind me and it eats me? That's behind me. Ghost Big Dave is back! Welcome back. We're trying to...
The Root's protection is now ready to roll.
Root's protection? I'm trying to get some horns off of these dragons for our last upgrade for the super suit. The wild suit. Do I know how to do a wind bomb? Nope, I do not. I am clueless as a person who lost at the game called Clue. I think that makes sense. But if you're trying to learn how, there's probably, I'm sure, many videos on YouTube that explain how to wind bomb. How do I know I'm only missing one? Well, if when the loading screen comes up, it shows how many you have, like how many you've collected, and I'm at 899 of the 900. Excuse me. Okay, we need a sniper bow. Wait for Nigel to come closer. We're going to get sort of above it and slightly ahead of it for this idea of mine to work. And me standing here is not going to help. Alright, Rivali, let's go. Can we catch up to it? I don't know, it's going to pop it in the horn. We're kind of keeping pace with it. We're not really catching up to it, sadly. Ow! Not now!
It's my pleasure.
Thank you, Mifa. You and your dad beat Calamity and the Dark Beasts. The ending is so lame. You think so? I mean, well, here's the thing that I don't like about the ending is you've gone through all this battle versus Calamity Ganon and the Dark Beast Ganon, and she even says, like Zelda says, Ganon has given up on reincarnation and has now become the true embodiment of evil. It's like, okay, cool. But when you win the game, she says, although Ganon may be defeated for now, we still have blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you just said he gave up on reincarnation. How is he supposed to come? How are you going to say he's dead for now if... That's just weird. Also, you little punk, I couldn't catch up to you. I could shoot you right now. I don't want to. I need your horn. I don't want to hit you anywhere else. Because that's mean. That's the way you thought it was lame. Exactly. Like, it doesn't mess it up. Okay, I have one more shot at maybe cutting off the dragon at the pass. I mean, at least it sets up the sequel, though. But what? So, in the sequel from the trailer that we've seen, we find that Link and Zelda go into some like underground catacombs, and they find what looks like a mummified Ganondorf corpse. Who he wakes up, he opens his eyes, and then he sees them. So that's fine if they want to set up like the next game. But how would Zelda have known that there's still a way for Ganon to return? That's what I don't get. And the world is not brighter anymore. Well, if you look carefully, the Sheikah spire things, the 5 things that stick out around the castle, they're no longer red. They're blue, so brighter in the sense that evil malice is gone, I guess. If that counts. Now, Nidra, aren't you supposed to be around here too? Or did I miss you? I do like the thought that though the divine beasts could now be active on the good guy side. No, we missed our chance at the dragon just because I thought, let's change up my routine. Let's go somewhere else than I usually go to. Yeah, nowhere to be seen. Alright then. Honestly, I saw this weird little spot here. I'm like, is there a Korok here? Nope. Alright, well, I think my plan for now is I'm going to end off the stream because there's really not much more that I can accomplish right now. I'm going to continue searching off screen for that last Korok. You know what I just realized too? Okay, so the loading screen says I got 882, but in addition to that, all these little leaf pins here, the stamps around the castle, these are Koroks that I know the location of, but I haven't picked up yet. So we got 882. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I've got 17 other Koroks, and my Joy-Con on the floor now. I've dropped it. I've got 17 pinned and known where they're at because I've found them in normal mode. So that plus the 882 gives us 899, which means there's one that I have not found yet and therefore have not been able to pre-mark on this map. But don't worry, I've been doing so much scrutinizing of like my normal mode to this mode that I know there's only one out there. Somewhere in this vast land of Hyrule, there's one Korok that I missed, and I don't know how. Here, I'm going to save this, and we'll come back into it. I'm going to go over to my normal mode. I'll show you the map I'm working on right there. Return to title screen. There we go. I'll go into normal. Let's see. Ghost Big Dave has a question. Is the Champions Ballad just new shrines, or a new story, or both? It is an amazing addition to the game. There's more story. First of all, let's say you get more, like you get new cutscenes for one thing about the champions. You get there's new bonuses that you can get as well that are very helpful. There's new shrines indeed, but there's also new side quests. Like it's kind of like in 3 parts. Not to give you too much info, but the first part, it takes place on the Great Plateau, and there's a challenge spread across just about the entire surface of the plateau. A very fun challenge, I would say. The second part is you have to go explore through Hyrule and find specific locations that are not necessarily pinned on your map, but you have to like figure them out based on your own map. And complete challenges there. And then there's like a whole extra divine beast that is brand new for the Champions Ballad. And there's a really awesome boss battle too. The reward overall, I'm not going to say what it is, but it's pretty nifty. Okay, anyway, let's go back to my map here in normal mode, and I'll show you how I've scrutinized as much of this as possible. Story is your favorite thing, is it? Well, as I say, you get new cutscenes for the champions, more backstory on them, so there is more tales to tell with them. Excuse me. Okay, so here in normal mode, this is how much I've mapped out. Now, bear in mind that this is the Hero's Path thingy. It's one of the DLCs, I think in DLC Pack 1 you get. On the map, if you hit X, it shows you the last, I think it's like 600 hours or something like that, or maybe 60 hours of what you've done. Now, I've searched so much that everything you see up here is as intense as this walking has been. That also existed on the bottom here, but by the time I got towards the northern area, it was using up too much memory, so therefore the older stuff was deleted. So think of the entire map as having been covered in all this walking. I somehow missed one Korok while doing this. And there are certain places that I'm going to say 99% sure there are no Koroks, no hidden ones in the Korok Forest or the Lost Woods. I've checked through here. They're not in there. The mazes don't have any either, but I haven't... You know what? I shouldn't say that. I don't know for sure the mazes don't have a Korok, but I'm pretty certain they don't. But there's somewhere one missing Korok. And I don't know where to get it. Some people still think it might be in the castle. I've checked the castle like 84 times. I did get the one in the Shrine of Resurrection. And I think that's the only one that doesn't show up until you've maybe you've left the Great Plateau for the first time. But to the best of my knowledge, every other Korok is available from the get-go. As soon as you can find them, you're good. But I don't know. I've started going line by line, north to south, in this entire land, going on the left side, because I was going on the right side in master mode, so trying to speed things up off screen. I've now started my grid pattern. It's hard to see with all my other walking, but a grid pattern here in Zora's Domain, which I think I might have missed one here maybe. Death Mountain. You'll see there's not a lot of movement in the lava, because honestly, what are the odds it's in the lava? You know what? What if it's somewhere on these tracks? Would they do something like that? Tell you what. Before we end off today, I'm going to see if we can take the tracks. If they put it somewhere in the middle of the tracks, first of all, that would be cool. For one thing, to finally get it completed. But for another thing, that would be cruel. Because the tracks are just there to like speed through with the carts. But we'll check that out. Just to end off this here. Let's get on my flame protection once again. I think we're good. Now let's get this metal bow here. Alright, let's head up to Death Mountain. So the tracks start whereabouts? Okay, we'll go here. What if? What if all this time I just needed to take a mine cart? Problem is, though, I don't know how to make it go slowly enough to not like bypass the Korok completely, if it's floating out there somewhere. Plus, I'm going to check my hero's path on this mode and see, have I already done the track? Have I already traveled along it? Nothing should be burning. Nope, we're good. Well, I haven't taken the track. It would be hilarious and very, very exciting if it is here. Stasis it once or twice to make it slow. Yeah, I could do that, actually. Good thinking. Because the way they intend you to move it is to drop a bomb in it to push you forward. But you could slow it down with stasis, that's right. Alright, now I'm going to take a look. I'm thinking if there's any like sort of metal overhangs or something that could be there, but I don't think so. We'll do one trip just using the cart at normal speed, and then we'll try again on the way back. I mean, it's not too fast anyway, I guess. See, I've got that guy. If it's here, I'll be so happy. Oh, the only way you knew how to do it was stasis. Yeah, so I didn't know this either. I think I saw someone else do this one time. But I think that's how they intend you to do it. You wait here a second. Nothing here. Let me just snoop a little bit more here while we're here. Why would Lee's be in burning hot lava? Be waiting. I don't know. Ask that guy we just saw. Wherever he's at. Oh, forget it. He's around the edge. We saw him already, though. That's the thing. Like, you wouldn't expect to find a Korok here, but there are several. Like, see, there's one right over the lava. There's one here at the top of this mountain. There's one on top of the crab thing. So, that, like, obviously, this is the least likely environment you'd think to find any, but they are here somewheres. Okay, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let us get back to the cart and continue the path, just to see if it takes us to a Korok. I know they're just doing this to break my heart. They're giving me false hope that it could be somewhere near around here, and it's just not going to be. Because this takes us almost to the crab. Well, okay. There's still a bit of cart track left to check out. Get in there. I guess there is another metal sign thing over there. No, get in the hole. Let me out. I think I'd be getting a reaction by now if it was up here. I think I would have heard it if it was on this Guardian, but what if it's on this Guardian? Tell you what, we got enough Falcos, we can do this. No. What part of the map are we on here? Yeah, I've been this way. I can check way up here, but I think in normal would have done that, but might as well. Okay, one more, Falco. Thank you very much. Quite often, the top of a big mountain peak like that, you beat a shrine in the Champions Ballad. Nice, especially like that is very well done, given the fact that you have the one-hit obliterator the entire time. One hit and you are obliterated. Okay, away from keyboard. Understandable, totally fine. I just saw something interesting up on that. Might be nothing though, but I should check it out. Let's get this big one checked out first though. These two spires look familiar though. They do remind me that I think I've already checked them. But won't hurt to be thorough. Now there is another minecart track as well, but that just takes us sort of like a speedy trip from Goron City towards the Bridge of Eldin, so
Mifa's grace is ready.
likely nothing there. I might still check it though. See, I can't believe they would put something this big and this tall in the game and not reward you with a Korok at the top of it. All they have is like a little pigeon bird. A couple of fletchling up here. See, how do you not put a Korok all the way up on this one? I'm jumping! I mean, even a balloon floating under here would be something. Like a little target shoot, but that's not going to be there. Where did they hide this last thing? Urgh! How do they do this to their players? I've gone up that spire, obviously. See, this is what happens. I get so bored of, like, not finding things on my little path. I'm like, let me just start picking out highlights. I never find things at the highlights. That's wrong stamp right there. And so I know that pretty much everything I've checked out in normal mode. I just showed you the map
Rivali's
there.
Gale is now ready.
Rivali's back. Ghost Big Dave is back. Everyone's coming back. And technically Rivali's a ghost too. All the ghosts are coming back to us. Welcome everybody. JR says 1 or 2 or 0. 1 or 2 or 0 what? I just completely missed what you what I must have said. The Korok is evil. What if Ganon had a bedroom? And what if the Korok was in that bed? That would be thematic, because there's one in the Shrine of Resurrection in Link's... what number? What number what? How many Koroks? 1, if that's what you're saying. Or is it I have to pick a number? Yeah, so what if there was like... There's one in the bed that Link awakes in, but what if there was one in the bed that that Ganon uses? Even though he's a primordial energy blob. Given the fact that everything in this episode is focused on the number 1, kind of, for Korok, I'm going to pick number 1. JR. See, when you get this close to the top of the spire, you know you're not finding anything without the mask reaction. Why would a Goron be in Ganon's bed? Well, why would it have been in Link's bed? I think both are valid questions, and I have answers for neither one. So, I don't know. Just a random thought. You know what's weird, though? When you... okay, not super weird, I guess, because the castle is in ruins, but when you go into the castle... Are you going to do Rudania? Okay. That was what you were asking. I see. That's actually not a bad champion skill to get, too, because you get your shield. Your Daruk's protection. I was just going to say, it's weird that Zelda has a room in the castle, yet the king doesn't, but it could be in one of the many hallways that are like blocked off by rubble. When the Great Calamity crashed and smashed everything down. So we're going to this yellow spire. And then just for the heck of it, I'm going to just go all the way down this part of the mountain. I don't know why. This little dot down here, that's got to be something. Does it? No, it doesn't. Am I going to pretend? Yes, I am. Now, are these ostriches going to attack? Yes or no? Quick. Wow. I'm amazed they showed restraint. It is hard to get to the Goron City. I mean, not too bad as far as time-wise. Like the, you know about the? So, do you know about the elixirs that you can get at one of the stables? It'd be fun to try that without the elixirs. Like, just keep eating food along the way. Excuse me. Let's see. I said this dot is important. And let's say this little thing here is important. There we go. Now we know where it's going to be. Oh, getting to the Divine Beast is tough. The whole shoot you know about with the cannon trick. Yeah, the whole like taking down all the sentries. Like I said, I think earlier in the stream, I didn't know that was what you had to do. I thought you had to shoot the sentries with the cannons, and obviously we actually did manage to hit one, but the others weren't lined up, and I'm like, how are you supposed to hit these things? That's when I found out, oh, there's like metal boxes and stuff that you can do. So I eventually took all of them out, not realizing that the cannons are used to hit the Divine Beast itself, because I didn't think we had to attack it. But you do. Oh, yeah, the black moblins, they can be a problem. I think there's a quick way. I don't know if it would work, like if you have the proper equipment, but I have found that quickly hitting a moblin with a ice arrow, and then say like a shock arrow, normal arrow, or whatever, you can get headshots on them. Like shoot them anywhere to freeze them, and then you get a free headshot. Wait for them to get up, freeze them again. If you have the arrows and supplies to do this, I found that's a pretty effective technique against. You jerk. I saw these blocks and I'm like, is that a Korok? But I've already got it based on my map. Oh well. But yeah, the whole freezing them and then hitting them before they can defend themselves, kind of brutal, but effective. Oh, Urbosa's Fury. That's a great way too. Give them a super stun. Alright, off the cliff we go. Just in case. See, there's a little ledge over there. I haven't checked it in this mode. I might run along it just to end off the stream here. You had to waste 20 minutes to make an elixir, says Ghost Big Dave. Getting 20 lizards, which took 50 minutes. Then you accidentally made a dubious food. Then died to monsters. Then took me another 70 minutes to get past the drones. If only you had bought the armor. I think that's what you mean when you say drones, the sentries for Rudania. Yeah, I had a completely different hard time with that because I was just dumb. I didn't know. Shoot your cannon at the big robot monster. Because I was at the very top of the path that you have to take when you're at the last cannon, and I think that's when something in the game told me, like, you know, okay, now we have to shoot the robot, and I'm like, well, it's not here. It didn't come up. How are we supposed to shoot it if it's not here? And that's when I kind of clued in. I'm like, Wait, I'm supposed to shoot it the whole way up here? Turns out, yes you are. I'm like, oh man. I was, as I say, a Dumbo. See, when they put ledges like this here, doesn't it make you think it's for a purpose? Because we're so close to falling off to our demise. Why would they allow us to walk this close to the bottomless fall-off part? All I'm going to say is, whoever hid this last Korok, I'm going to want to call Nintendo and get that person's name and either call to congratulate or scream at. Probably congratulate. If I take enough time and calm down after I find it, I'll be in a better mood. Look how close we are to the bottom here. Nothing, no reaction. I might run through Hyrule Castle again, off screen of course, at some point, just to for the 80,000th time, let's estimate, just to make sure I didn't miss it in there. Look, this ledge runs a long way. Like, there's obviously not the safest spots to walk, but you can see there's still more further off to the west, or sorry, the east of the land. There's a lot of low ledge to check out. Oh, you bomb arrowed yourself! No! That's brutal! Especially because you're doing the one-hit obliterator part. You got both the Root of Divine Helm, first try. And you got Navorus' Divine Helm. Divine Helm? What? Okay, wait, putting that aside, it is interesting that they would put an enemy down here, as if they intend you to come down here. Now, why would they intend you to come down here if there's nothing down here to get? Am I onto something? I don't want to give myself false hopes, but I do find it strange that they would expect people to be down here. Let's see. Oh, you're from Amiibos. Okay. I was gonna say, because I'm not familiar with those items. Darren Barber's asked, do I still play Pokemon Go? I will say technically the correct answer would be yes. Do I play it regularly and get out and do so? Not at the time being, because honestly most of my time these days, until, like, I do want to get back into it regularly, but I'm so dedicated to trying to find the single Korok that I've missed in this game of Breath of the Wild that this is what most of my day is comprised of lately. And I'm at the point where I'm not happy about it because I want to do other stuff, but I am dedicated to finding this annoying little seed punk so I can finally check that off of my list of things to do. But yeah, it's been forever since I've been on like a decently long walk. Pikmin Bloom is suffering as well too, so I mean, unfortunately, all of my mobile gaming like that is on pause for now. Oh great, now it's raining. You know what, we're gonna fall anyway. I don't care. Drop me down. But make the mask sound first. We're not falling. This is a miracle. How have we not bottomed out yet? Seriously, what? Huh. Are we allowed to be down here? No. That was weird. Okay, but I do want to show you one thing. I guess we can do one more thing while I'm still in the mood for this game right now. Okay, take me up high, please. I want to show there's a part of the map that basically looks like right here. So this looks like it's leading off to like the next region, let's say, like a bunch of like rocky crags and stuff. And there could like look, that's a perfect place up there to hide a Korok. Our map can't even go up that high, but there's all these places where a Korok could be hidden. Let's go check that out. Yeah, like there was no bottom at that point, was there? It didn't seem like it. Oh boy, we got friends. I want to speed this up. And you know what? It's not hot here anymore. Never mind. I was going to put on my Suit of the Wild, but I want to keep the Korok mask on anyway, so I can't put the whole Suit of the Wild on just yet. Excuse me. Yeah, we're not too far from where that little rocky outcropping thing appears at. No, lizard! Don't do it! You have so much to live for! I was told that by a friend recently. Get me up here. And preferably, activate the Korok signal so I know it's nearby. This here, the Akala region, I'd say I'm also like 50-50 maybe on feeling like I've checked everything, so it could also be here somewhere, but I wouldn't say 50-50. I'd say more like 80-20. I'm pretty sure I've checked everywhere here. But I will leave that little margin for error. So, coming up soon, we're going to see that right there, those rocks, those spires that have inspired me to come this way. Look at all the radishes that grow up here, too. That's awesome. If you want some heart food, heart restoration, radishes are the way to go. Truffles as well, though. And hardy bass are good. What's really weird, too, there's also a hardy salmon in the game, but it's the only type of salmon. Like, bass, trout, carp, porgy, there's several types of each of those, but only one salmon. Why would they do that? Is salmon not good enough? They should make sticky salmon, so we can have a sticky elixir in the next game. Rain is no longer the problem. Oh, that was an interesting... I thought we landed on flat ground there. Oops. Oh, go howl yourself. This is a lot farther away than I thought. We're getting close, though. Can I just glide down to it from here, or will I hit a bottomless pit wall? Because I've known for a while that you can come out to this flat part here, and I thought, would they have hidden a Korok out here? I've checked it. Doesn't seem like they have. But just for fun, let's go back on here once again. So you'll see I'm now on this route that's going to connect us to the next part of the world, like outside the Kingdom of Hyrule, right? Let's see what fate has in store for us out this way. I mean, it could be right at the top of this very first mountain for all I know. Let's go, Link. I think we found it. I think we finally did it. Check it out. Right here. Invisible wall. They don't even let you. What a tease! Look at all the places a Korok could exist, and they don't let you go there. Why are they so mean? Oh, but they fall off into the water. Okay. Well, that's lovely. Yep. Can't go over to that spot. I think we're about done for the stream then. I've shown off everything I can really think to do for now. Who knows where this last Korok is? Actually, I'm sure many people do. I am gonna... Okay, when I do find it, I do plan to let people tell me where to look for one. Like, you know, I think you might have missed this one, and we'll go check it out just to see. Just for fun, just to see. Did anyone actually guess correctly which one I don't have yet? Because with 900, although some people say they know about, like, you know, oh, the last one was so hard to get, or this one I know about, like, you've probably missed it. And I wonder if they're right, how are they right? Because with 900 to choose from, which one is so well hidden that people could correctly guess that? I don't know. JR says, show me an outfit that will look nice for cooking. Is there anything like a chef hat? Well, you can put your hair up in a bun. That'll keep your hair from getting in the food. So that's the Desert Vo headband. What's good for a shirt? Something like an apron, maybe. Maybe like, nah. I don't know. For your pants, I would say if you're doing a barbecue, you want to have something a little breezy. So that would be, I think, the climbing boots, maybe. Still a little too covery. Let's go with the trousers of the wild. There you go. Breathes a little better. As for the shirt, how about that? There's a good cooking outfit. Am I still going to do a member stream today? I don't know. I'm not feeling super good. You might have seen on Twitter that I decided not to let 8 hours milk that was in the kitchen overnight go to waste, so I took it. I drank it. And my stomach's all rumbly. So I'll probably hold off on that, but what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday? I might be able to do it on Friday, but I do have my nephews over again for the weekend, so we'll have to see how things play out. Okay, you don't have the Tinkle shirt. What can I offer you as an alternative? What about this? The climbing, Are you cooking things that are greasy? Because I don't want to have grease splatter on your arms. You probably want to have, if you're like me and you're going to make bacon, you want to have like a full set of armor. So how about the soldier's top? There you go. There's a cooking outfit. It kind of has an apron in front. Look at that. Right? Maybe. I guess that's kind of like it. Actually, so I still haven't, I just recently got the video editing software back. I'm not even in my screen, by the way. But I have not yet downloaded and edited the last live stream, so I still have to do that anyway. So I want to have those episodes ready to start going before we get back to the Pokemon streams anyway, I guess. So, and as I say, this weekend I'll be busy with the nephews, so I'm saying let's expect Monday for the streams to return for Pokemon. I could probably put an episode out Saturday, Sunday, 2 on Monday, and then we'll do a live stream Monday night, and we'll be back in the flow of things, I think, then. I think that makes sense. Or if you really want to like wear something else for cooking, you can wear this Gerudo top. You know, that should keep you free from splash, especially if you have a shield. Oops. So that's a good cooking outfit right there, you think? Or you could just go like this as well if you don't want to get any like fabric in the food. Just drop it all. There's your cooking outfit. And of course, protect yourself from grease splatter. There's your chef. They don't have actually like a chef hat. Alright, let's end off this stream here. At least we are very close to finishing the wild suit upgrade, which is almost the last thing on our list to do. Then we gotta get one more stealth fin trout. That'll finish off the last of the upgrades, and then it comes down to simply finding the Korok. I have no clue when or even if that's going to happen. So I can foresee maybe one more stream of this for sure, but beyond that, I don't know what else. Did I go to the wrong place? I went to the wrong place. I want to go to Heatens Village. I'm walking around in just my undershorts. I'll get changed, don't worry. I want to get back into the cool Link to the Past gear. Look at all my divine beasts. All 5 of them. Where the heck have I missed a Korok, though? It's painful. I'm in pain. Mentally. Emotionally. Not physically. I would laugh. What if it was somehow in my house? Oh, excuse me. I've gone in there with my mask on before, though. I know it can't be. Don't mind me, folks, just streaking on through. With all my weapons. Where's my weapons? Thank you. What's this? Is this light? Is this a Korok? Hang on. Is there a Korok hidden in the light? That's it. I found him. Now, let's throw on our good stuff. Just to end off, looking in style. Poor Falco's bows. All the bows we snapped trying to do that archery competition. Although we finally got her done. Alright, Master Sword beam up. There we go. Breaking my own house from within. What if I hit one of my shields? Does it change the durability? I'm gonna say no. Yahaha, you found me! Yes, I found the last stupid Korok! No, it's my house, I can't do that. Alright, anyway, I want to say, folks, thank you for hanging out with me as I don't find a Korok. But we did get our suit upgraded one more time. We should be able to finish off the final upgrade in the next stream, which probably won't be until, let's say, Tuesday. Because if I do stream tomorrow, if I have the time, it will be Pokemon. The weekend I'll be busy. Maybe Sunday I can do a stream, but we'll see how things are. Usually after the boys are over, and after we play all our games and stuff, I'm pretty tired out. So, again, look for, if not Sunday, then Tuesday is the next Breath of the Wild stream, which will give me a good amount of time to try to find the last Korok as well. So, Lisa, what do you say? If you kept hearing someone making racist jokes about Asians who kept getting away with it because he was Asian, just before you found out you were Asian, what would you do? I don't know if I would know what to do unless I was in that situation, because I don't think I'm Asian. Am I? No, I'm Canadian. Okay. But honestly, no, I wouldn't know what to do in that situation. But anyways, thanks for watching, folks. Again, if you want to see some more content, feel free to subscribe and hit that bell button. If you want to follow along on future adventures, well, if you want to see what's led us to this point, actually, future adventures, you've just got to subscribe or join as a channel member. But you can check out the link in the playlist, which will be interesting now. The playlist is going to have all these same thumbnails except for this one. But, I don't know. Hopefully we'll find the Korok very soon. Until next time, Professor Chaz is signing off. Thank you once again for watching, and I will catch you next time.